Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. Phew, I feel great. Or at least I feel decent. I took a shower. I ate a tiny bit of spicy pork belly, and now I'm here. I would be eating more, but no, that would have taken too long. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stuff my mouth, then run to my room. So here I am. Hello. And now it's time for right and might. Does power enable people to rebel against fate? Or does fate inevitably draw out the power within people? Both? I want to say it depends on the circumstance for this prompt. Ooh, hello. And now I press start. Doctor? You know, you've been frowning ever since you came back from the restaurant. If you're feeling worn out, then I'd be more than glad to. What you think of the meal? What do you think of Malkovich? Wait, what was she gonna do to me? Wait, Dr. Misaki! What is wrong with you? Why didn't you let her finish her sentence? Oh well. What do you think of the food? Is what I'm curious about, but then I'm pretty sure the Malkovich part's more important, but nah. So, what do you think about the meal? It went well. You're getting pretty slick around these kinds of events, aren't you? I can tell. Even though the directors didn't show up in person, those corporate execs are all fond of you. Do you think Rhodes Island's plan is feasible? Let's set that aside for now. So, do you really trust me? Yes, I trust you. You're in my base. You got Neuro from the free pool? Nice! Congratulations! Man, I really want Sona to come home. I'm rooting for Sona and Neuro. I hope one of them comes home. I'm just gonna wait until I finish the main story before I try, like, buying stuff. Ha sobs. Since maybe they'll come home by then. I just gotta believe. The infiltration of the General Chamber isn't some kind of conspiracy. In the face of money and a changing society, even if the KGCC did nothing, the Knights would still fall to capital. The courtesy that the Adeptus Spravi Levi has extended to Rhodes Island is almost certainly linked to the Radiant Knight. That being the case, should a person as peculiar as you inadvertently fail to return that courtesy, you'll be the one to suffer. Well, at least she's honest. Thanks, Gravel. Thanks for being honest, Gravel. Thanks for the warning. That much I already know. I mean, thanks for the warning. And ooh, hello. Yes, I'm enjoying the story. Ooh, you got both of you like W. I would also like W. I'd be happy with anyone. So, what are you thinking? What should I do then? What are you thinking, milady? Ooh, hello. Brass Knight is going to fight again? Yes, based on video evidence and testimonies from the other Knights, the Knights Association proved to the National Council that what happened to the infected was an exacerbation of his disease due to excessive casting. Because the cause of death was oropathy, Brass Knight was not directly responsible, so... No, Brass Knight is responsible! Bonk him! Oh no, buffering? No, buffering is suffering! Oi, internet! Why you do this? Oi. Even if that was the case, then we should at least... leave me. Very well. ... Put me through to the Associate Justice of the National Council. On a private line. The busy tone rings out twice from the phone. Malkovich suddenly flashes back to his childhood, to the copper-colored telephone that sat on the desk in his father's study. Man, that sounds like a fancy telephone, a copper-colored one. Spokesman, have you come up with a solution? As long as Mr. Charney no longer has the evidence, it's fine, right? Of course, but as a friendly reminder, if this goes public late, we will both end up taking the blame. Therefore, the safest option is to get rid of him. You have my assurances that I can keep Mr. Charney muzzled. There's no need to concern yourself with my methods. He's gonna keep him muzzled, huh? And no concern for the methods. Now I'm just literally imagining him putting a muzzle on Mr. Charney. It's like, don't concern yourself with my methods. I have my ways. Puts a literal muzzle on the dude. Very well then. As long as you can demonstrate your sincerity. Tomorrow, I will begin the retrial of Omer Ingra's case. If you can do that within 7 days, Omer Ingra will thence disappear from the Major. I will. Alright. At the very least, you must prove to me that Mr. Charney truly would never betray us. Malkovich remembers. He remembers that bronze-colored telephone. Telephones were not as popular back then, and cables still coursed above bars, hostels, and roaring construction sites. When it rang, it would bring joys and sorrows alike. Bring joys and sorrows. I can imagine the sorrows. I hate answering the phone, which is why I'm glad that I rarely ever get phone calls. That was life in Kashmirish. Life in modernity. There's one thing I hope you understand. You're provoking a spokesman. ... You know as well as I do that I'm only a stand-in. I enjoy no support among the board of directors. But that does not mean that I will abide your butchery. The power to command the Armorless Union was once in the hands of Mr. Charney, and now... Please don't mistake my intentions. I'm not trying to challenge your authority. Authority? I'm simply reminding you to make sure our future cooperation goes smoothly. After all you've said, it wouldn't behoove me to run amok. That would be too discourteous after all. All I need is your assurance. Omer Ingra is just another corrupt noble. And it hardly makes sense for someone like that to get in the way of a relationship. Yes? Indeed. Then, there's nothing more for us to talk about. Wait. Hold on, Mr. Malkovich, please. I like how he just hung up on the person. And ooh, hello. ... You smiled. Whoa. Mr. McKee, what did you... I've never seen you smile like that before, my man. Mr. McKee, were you here the entire time, just like staring at Malkovich? Oh no, did you hear the conversation, McKee? Uh-oh. Did you need something? Naturally, the Armorless Union has already received their orders, and we still have a role to play in these matters. However... Actually, never mind. Carry on with your work. Alright, Mr. McKee. Mr. McKee, you better not do anything bad. Authority is the sweetest taste. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Malkovich? McKee, I was kind of rooting for you, since you're a fan of the Candle Knight. Nothing beats strolling through these streets in the evening. As long as there's no work to be done, that is. Reporting. Monique has led her team to the designated location. The target of this operation has been confirmed, and there are now about 100 infected hidden throughout the area. Ooh, thank you. Score whatever kills you can. As I said before, the pay is determined by head count. Same old rules apply. No friendly fire. No friendly fire? I mean, understandable. Yes, sir. Hey! We've got Armorless. What? You're kidding, right? This is the middle of Cavalry Aoki. They wouldn't dare start a bloodbath? Not enough. What? Wasn't Wild Mane supposed to distract the Armorless like you wanted? But it's not enough. Did we overlook something? ... Oh, thank you. Prepare for the worst, Fartooth. Don't underestimate the Armorless. Run now! Calm down, what did you see? Blue. A blue bow. Huh? You're kidding! Hurry, tell the others. Spread out and run. Hide in the garbage dumps if you have to. Ooh, thank you. Tell the infected civilians not to resist. They can't resist, no matter what. Now, if there's anyone who can contact Pinus Sylvestris, please hurry. Man, when they're trying to run around to contact people, this makes me wish cell phones were a thing. Are cell phones not a thing here? They mentioned, landlines. Haha. Reporting. We found 3 infected. Haha. Right. Did I tell you about the offer I got from the board of directors? 300 gold for an illegal infected. Twice that for an infected knight. Is 300 gold a lot? I can't tell. Stop right there! Damn it, they found me! Each infected is worth a ticket to the major. An infected knight is worth half a good car. Half a good car? So, how should we deal with a special individual who isn't in that price schedule? Huh? How many forms of code signing have you been trained in? I think I remember how to use 3. Forget it. No need for any of that. If you see... yes, snap my fingers. If you see me snap my fingers, act immediately. No hesitation. Yes, sir. Alright. I'll head up and say hello. Lazarate Roy walks forward, and the street lights flicker several times. Man, I had to blink a few times because at first I thought it said Lazarate Boy. Yes, the Lazarate Boy walks forward, but no, it's Lazarate Roy. And we thank you. The blue brick road stretches forward. Not a single person on the street. There is a bench on the side of the desolate road. And upon the bench sits a desolate person. Uncle, what you doing? Why are you sitting in the middle of the bench? He's just claiming the bench as his own. At least sit on the side so if someone else wants to sit. Unless he wants people to sit next to him. But no. He's just he's just asserting his dominance. Oh. I like how they're just sitting by each other now. That's even better, you know? I'm just gonna, make this like this. I know what my next thumbnail's gonna be. Yo, I wanna be on the bench with them. Okay, there. Yeah, that's my next one. Good evening. And a wonderful one at that. Yes? Did you happen to see the news? Tonight, it's nothing but the Radiant Night. This place sure is empty. Haven't seen anyone else around. I hear it hasn't been too peaceful around these parts either. Ahem. What are you doing here, all by yourself? Awkward. Roy, I just finished work. Just resting here for a spell. My, did you only get off work just now? This late? What a workaholic. But what kind of work would you be doing around here? The only folks around these parts are the infected, illegal immigrants, and black market traffickers, right? Just waiting for someone. What are you even going to ask? What? Are you even going to ask who I'm waiting for? And yes, he's just sitting there menacingly. No. Why would I? Waiting for someone, huh? Let me guess. You had a date with a beautiful lady? Haha, just kidding. Wow, though, just kidding. He doesn't believe in Muinar's skills. It's like, Muinar with a beautiful lady? I could never imagine. But we both have business here. I'm afraid I have to ask you and your friend to step aside. You mind your business. I mind my business. Do you have any idea what you're saying, Muinar? Was I speaking Gaulish? Oh, come on. If you're here, my underlings might slip up because they're so nervous. Oh, Muinar, did you know? If I wanted to kill you right now, how little effort it'd take? Wow. Wow, what a great flirtation technique. He is flirting with them. Look at this flirting. What a interesting pickup line. Roy slowly lifts his hand. In the dark, the Armorless Union assassins wait, poised to strike. And you know, I feel like he's probably just staring at pictures. He's looking at comics. Or he could be looking at the advertisements. Advertisement sections of newspapers are fun. Though perhaps nothing than a faulty premonition, the masters of hiding in the shadows always feel most prone to being seen. Muinar Neural. They begin to pray, praying that Roy would not give any signals. A white-horned sarcas with a sword. Ooh, she pretty. It really was a beautiful lady, eh? I like how Roy seems so disappointed. It's like, what? A beautiful lady did appear? Darn it, I missed my chance. Am I late? No. Oh, look, she's sitting there too. This is so awkward. I love it. You know, I was gonna say that I wanted to be on the other side of the bench, but no. I'm just gonna lie down on top of them. I will assert my dominance too. You know, that's gonna be my next thumbnail. I got this. It's so awkward. Look at all the dots. They're just... I'm just imagining Muinar's just staring at his newspaper, of course, like he does. Roy's just staring at Muinar. And Shining's just looking at the ground like, I don't know what to do. Oh man, this is seriously awkward. It's great though. What are you looking at me for? Oh, he really is just staring at him. Poor Shining, she's just the third wheel at this point. She came late to the party, that's why she's the third wheel. And you know, I like this zoomed in one. There. Do your job, Roy. ... Roy's eyes meet with those of the sarcasm for a moment. There is only one thing on his mind. How to strike up a conversation later, without embarrassing himself too much. Roy, you already embarrassed yourself. It's too late, my dude. You can't strike up a conversation with her. As soon as she arrives, you're supposed to say hello. But you guys are just sitting in silence awkwardly, her staring at the ground for the most part. Well, you stare at Muinar, while Muinar just stares at his newspaper. It's already awkward. Haha, I suddenly had a change of heart. Turns out it'll rain later tonight, and I happen to forget my umbrella. But should I take this as evidence that the Neuro family intends to shelter the infected? Take it however you'd like. Wow. Wow, I like how his way of leaving. Oops, it's gonna rain tonight and I forgot my umbrella. I guess I gotta go now. See ya. You. Margaret won again. You ought to stop her. Forgive me. But if that is what she wills, then I will support her. I will be her pillar. You're a sarcasm. As for the infected situation, I'll assume you already contacted Rhodes Island. Your assistance is appreciated. The Armorless Union is a powerful enemy. If he insisted on slaughtering every infected hiding in the area, I fear we would be powerless to stop him. I just wanted to sit here. Nothing more. If you want to know what Margaret has been through the last few years, I'm willing to tell you what I know. Of course, if you prefer to ask her yourself, I don't care. I already understand, just from the look in her eyes. Her mother and father, and even me in the past, all embraced that era of resplendence and glory. You are her true family. You already know everything you need to know. From now on, I won't be lifting even a finger. You can tell Margaret and that Rhodes Island. Tell them beneath the glory-gilded exterior of the Grand Knight territory, the extent of the rot on the inside. But a more practical suggestion I have is to leave the Grand Knight territory as soon as possible. Leave Kashimirish. Try your best to leave this entire era behind. That's probably one of the few right choices anyone can make. What a complicated person you are. ... You, stay away from me. Damn it. Are you with the Armorless or, you? No, you're not. You're a sarcasm. Who are you? I come in peace. The Armorless Union has already left. Ah yes, I come in peace. Of course you gotta say that, right? At least that works. What are you talking about? Ooh, it's a different sprite. Just now, that sarcasm blocked the Armorless. Just who are you? How did you have the guts to stand against them? I'm a physician for the infected. A sarcasm who claims to treat the infected? What? Man, they're so in shock. They're like, what? You treat people? Yet you're so powerful. Man, these infected knights would love the Gavial event. The best doctor. It's so crazy. I can almost believe it. Fine then. So what do you want? Kashimirish has the means to provide medical treatment to the infected. That being the case, why do you still hide here, within the cracks of the city? You're not from Kashimirish? No, this is something that even most people from Kashmirish wouldn't know. Wait, you said you're a physician for the infected? You're from Area Zero? I'm from a pharmaceutical company. This Area Zero that you mentioned, is that the place that shelters the infected? The Adeptus Spravid Levi, Kashmirish, has funded the establishment of a clinic hub specifically for the examination and treatment of infected knights. Shining is in no hurry to finish her sentence. In the eyes of the infected in front of her, she sees doubt, mistrust towards her, fear, and the slightest glimmer of hope. You really aren't from Kashmirish, but that makes sense. They also hate the sarcas here. Sorry, but that's just how things are. Do you treat the infected over there? Yes. Don't you think it's strange? Such a big mobile platform has practically become a cage for the infected knights. Did you know the infected knights are examined and treated there? But they also live there. As if existing like that can be called living at all. ... Alright, it seems you outsiders don't even know this much. But if all the infected were to live there, then there's not enough space, right? Those infected who can still make money will step back into the arena, or carry on, finding whatever odd jobs they can. For those who can't become knights, they'll be sent off to do some iffy work, mining, transporting, all in dangerous environments. And if you get hurt, and you can't even do that kind of manual labor, take a guess, outsider. Where do you think those infected from Area Zero end up? You may think it's a hospital, and the knights may think it's a prison, but let me tell you, it's neither. The infected are shipped there, washed of their dignity, stripped of their basic worth, and finally sent to the cutting boards to be culled. What you're looking at, Sarkaz, is a glorified slaughterhouse. I wonder what me and Amir are doing right now. And now Rogue Knights. Okay, I like tutorials. Ooh. These Rogue Knights aren't the friendliest, so try not to disturb them if possible. Okay, I won't disturb them. There's a one above her head. Beware. When you have visibility over an area, the enemies there will be alerted, regardless of whether they were illuminated or seen by the naked eye. Oh? Oh no, Nero! She's suffering! Let me bring out Ansel! Oi! Oh wait, never mind, she's fine. The fighting is getting attention, and enemies have appeared on the other side. But we can't see what's going on over there. What do we do? My art should help. This is a night crest condensed from Originium arts. It can be used to cast a faint aura of light, allowing you to gain visibility over the terrain. Well, that's a broken ability. Deploy the night crest on any tile, and you'll be able to deploy operators on that tile. The night crest lasts for a long time. Even if the operator on it retreats, its aura will still persist. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, I got this. But do I... maybe? Okay, yes, maybe I do need that. Okay, I got this. Let's see. Oh man, I should have put it behind. Oh well, too late. No regrets. What does she do? Okay, randomly drops 2 bombs within range. Okay. You know, I might as well do that. Might as well put him here? I'll see. Do I even need him? Maybe. Let's see. You know, I'll just put him here. Healers are always good. Plus, the left side's already pretty much all good, I believe. Yeah, this is fine. Mission accomplished. Phew. I know, hello. The event's been fun. I especially like my daily tasks. I love getting items that I need. And ooh, let's see. Okay, there's 4 entrances and 2 exits. I got this. Okay. And when in doubt, thorns out. Grr. Ugh. Report. The Withered Knight is displaying rejection symptoms after the injection. No. We didn't observe similar reactions in the other knights. The pharmacists think it could be an allergic reaction that occurs in sarcas. What? That's a waste. It's almost as concentrated as the restoration gels they sell in stores as is. This stuff is for fixing armor, and they're human. If we keep injecting this into their bodies, we'll end up causing irreparable damage to their brains. Okay, I understand. They're sarcas, not human. Man, I was rooting for you at first, my dude. You're like, but it'll hurt him. And then afterwards, nope, never mind. I don't like you anymore, random person. You heard them. Increase the concentration by another 0.3%. We'll find out the sarcas limit. What are you? Gah. You, Knights Mora, must die. The young Knights Mora lets out a long sigh. He looks up to find a familiar night sky has been dispelled by the bright lights of the city. Is this, too, a symbol of civilization's advancement? Is Kashimirish conquering the night skies with its bright neon lights? He finds himself struck with a sense of melancholy. Hey, Maria. Thank goodness. You're okay. Sophia? Please, don't cry. I'm glad you're right, Maria. How were we supposed to face old Nero if something happened to you? Not that we can face him the way things are now. You're not that old. What are you talking about? Sophia? Could you let go, please? Alright. Auntie, you squeezed the breath out of her. Sorry to interrupt this exemplary show of sisterly love, but it seems Margaret is missing. When did you? I've been here since the hugging. Who are you again? Oh, this guy helped me out just now. It's you. You're... A case of mistaken identity, old knight. So, where's Margaret?
After all that ruckus, is the insensitive Radiant Knight still going to carry on with the Major, foolhardy as she is?
I don't know if we should tell her.
Heh.
The Armorless Union isn't going to give up so easily. They'll attack again sooner or later. You're all in danger. But telling Margaret is exactly what they want us to do.
This is the Grand Knight territory. There is nowhere to run. They'll always find you. These are different times, not like before. The General Chamber of Commerce is growing even as we speak.
This is for your own safety, Maria. We have to tell Margaret. Is that really going to solve anything? Are they really going to give up just because she pulls out of the Major? Do the knights clinging to life in the city have no way out left? What am I thinking?
It's not a bad thing to be so lost in thought. So long as you're not like a certain someone, anyway. Okay, if Margaret isn't here, I still have something else to attend to. Cheerio!
Hold on, what are you?
Sophia, let him go. Don't ask anymore, it's okay.
Alright then. I owe you for saving Maria, though. If there's anything we can help, if there's anything we can do to help, let us know.
Right. Your attack glanced to the side, Maria. Your balance was off. And you were a little too slow, too. Seems like this is an emotional problem, though. And I can't pretend I know how girls work.
Is it an emotional problem?
Knights don't fight on the battlefield. You won't be getting very far on borrowed ideals alone.
An emotional problem, eh?
Confessorius. Seriously? Just the name gives me chills.
If you're going to question that, try Darksteel.
I'll pass. He's a Sarkaz too, isn't he? Something like a legendary mercenary? A Sarkaz from Kazdel, the Radiant Knight, and this Rhodes Island. Interesting.
Interesting and also in the way.
We have to deal with both the board and the Knights Association. We have to take care of the infected so discreetly, and we even have to be careful and cautious about it. When will this all be over?
Soon.
Right. Soon. But Darksteel doesn't step up. Doesn't that mean we'll have to take care of all this dirty work ourselves?
...
Wait. Let's show some mercy, why not? They lost. I have the right to do whatever I want with them. They are my kin, and I can't bear to see my kin end up like this in Kashmirish. Let me take care of them. Your kin. Heh. These filthy creatures don't deserve to be my war prize. I'll break one arm each for their punishment. Take them away. The eyesores. Ah, that's it? I thought we'd have to fight to come to an agreement.
Wow, I like how it's like, that's it. Go ahead, break my boys' arms. That's their punishment. Now let me take them away.
Hey now. Keep your blade where it is. Forget I said anything.
Reigning victorious over the Canaanite, the Radiant Knight is making huge waves in both the media and on the intercity net. Furthermore, citizens are trembling in fear with infected terrorism on the rise across the Grand Knight territory. Area Zero's officer in charge and the General Chamber of Commerce spokesman have announced they will hold a press conference in the upcoming days.
Anyway, that's about the size of it, Doctor, Miss Mia. I'm afraid. Things aren't very calm in Area Zero these days, and the affected are taking the fall for the uprisings that happened the other day. These are extraordinary circumstances, but we don't want to put a stop to the sheltering and medical treatment just because of this. Please avoid wandering around town the next couple of days. I'm very sorry.
Doctor, the news. It's not 100% false, unfortunately. The infected have actually been making a lot of noise, especially after the Radiant Knight defeated the Candle Knight. We had 11 cases of violences just yesterday. Gossip is a fearful thing, and the media knows that best. ... That can't be true. First one, gossip is a fearful thing. Or maybe I'll go ... in this case. I'm gonna be ... I will join in with the ... Apparently some of the board members were assaulted. Whoa. There are even protests going on. I just hope it won't affect the Knights. That lady yesterday said she'd buy toys for her siblings with her winnings. Then, does that mean Neural is...
Deport the infected! The infected don't belong in the Granite territory. The infected quarantine zone is in a Ripathy petri dish. What's going on here? I just got out of my meeting. How did things get so out of hand? Look at the city block over there. Isn't that the infected shelter and the treatment center? The protests let up a little early. It was way worse this afternoon. They had a huge banner too. Do you need something? The Radiant Knight. Do you know why those infected dare to do this out in the open? They're committing terrorist attacks all over the city, dragging innocent citizens into the fray. Do you know where they got the courage to do this? It was you. It was you and the Blood Knight. It was you infected knights who gave them the right to resist. I know you're no villain, champion. I even used to be a fan of yours. But by staying in the Major, you're only giving the infected false hope. False hope that they can change the status quo. You do well to keep your nose clean, Radiant Knight. Don't end up regretting your actions.
So much ...
What's the matter, Neural? You don't look like a knight who just won a match. No.
Neural, if there's something on your mind, tell us.
Right. I'm just thinking about the infected. About that, we have another lead. Amiya knows already. There's no doubt that someone is behind all this. But you don't need to worry about that right now. Trust me, and trust Rhodes Island. Alright.
Keep your light shining bright, and worry about nothing else, Neural. At the same time, please don't push yourself either. You're strong, but your exhaustion is building up. Try to take it easier once in a while.
Kashimirish is my home. I'm very happy to see Maria all grown up and aiming to become a knight, and that Sophia and old Martian are doing well. But right this moment, I feel more relieved that you two are here by my side.
Are we your family too, Neural?
It's hard to say, Liz. It'll be some time before winter comes, but it still gets pretty chilly at night here in Kashimirish. Liz, go back to Mia. We've all been worried about you ever since you left Rhodes Island. I know, but that's exactly why I can't drag them into my own mess. But you're fine dragging us into it? You're free to leave now if you want.
Well, look at you. Our Radiant Knight is acting all snarky. Man, Margaret's just building her harem, huh?
Music? Is there a bar nearby? It used to be a row of old offices here. If I remember correctly, there was a publisher. The Grand Knight territory wasn't this big. But for the past couple of decades, every time there was a major, the Grand Knight territory would pick out 3 cities to dock with after a round of competitive bidding. The Cavalryalki Alliance. The city's changing, and even though this is my home, it feels a little foreign. You haven't been back for very long yet, no? And you dove straight into the Kashmirish major right away. You chose to throw yourself into their ideals. You haven't started living a new, proper life here just yet. I will sooner or later, but now's not the time. You must be tired. I can feel it. Should we take a walk? The night breeze might sweep away some of your exhaustion. Sure, take my hand. Of course. Wow, they're even holding hands while walking? Margaret's just flexing her relationships now, huh? And ooh, good night to you guys. Good night. How's the future? Since it's 1 a.m. over there. How is the future? It's still 7:48 p.m. here on a Monday. How tough was the candle night? I was surprised to find a knight like her in Kashmirish these days. She's strong, but her hesitation proved to be her weakness. It's too bad we couldn't face each other when she's at her best. Did you enjoy it? I used to despise night sports. No, even now, I feel nothing but sorrow for the shape Kashmirish is in. But haven't we been through a lot together? The 3 friends walked slowly down the street under the Kashmirish night sky. Ah yes, they were just friends. History says they were just friends. Historians say that they were just friends, and they were roommates. That's exactly what's going on. Far away from the loud markets and the hustle and bustle, only traces of the city's warmth can be felt in the alley. The warmth comes from the liquor and song, as well as the aroma of baked goods that yet lingers as the pedestrians come and go. Ooh, baked goods, man, I want some. I want some bread. This doesn't change what we need to do. And that's even if, after everything has come to pass, my journey is destined to be ridiculed. Like wings taking flight in the night breeze, like a traveler with a heart full of dreams, the knight sets out on her journey, in search of true love. Oh, in search of true love, eh? But Margaret, you already have your harem. How many more do you need to add to it? What a beautiful voice. Maybe it's a wandering singer. Is there a place so romantic in Kashmirish too? It's proof that there are people who live here. A fate as fragile as a cornflower, to face a test fierce as windstorms. Liz, would you care to dance? Huh? Me? What? It's fine. Take my hand. Whoa, okay, I like where this is going. Alright. Margaret, you're smooth. Oh, slow down, Nero. Alright. The bluebird takes flight in the gentle night sky. It dances amongst the glowing neon towers
and navigates through a gently flowing river of time. Yo! Even here. Taking a Sarkaz's hand, the knight waltzes back and forth under the dim lamplights. The sight is reminiscent of the noblest statuses found in Laterano. You're beautiful, Liz. Really? Perhaps you will actually be able to dance one day. When that day comes, will you be there by her side? Of course. The knight stops and kneels down before the Lady of the Lamp. I promise, Liz. Man, I feel like I feel like a fourth wheel right now. We'll be waiting, Neryl. At the end of your journey, before your light burns out, we'll be there with you. When the time comes, if... Neryl? Roy! Why are you ruining the moment? Get out of here! Get out of here, Roy! They're having a moment! Oh, Roy, I want to bonk you. I want to bonk you, my boy. Why'd you gotta ruin the moment? First you tried your luck with Uncle Muinar, and then you failed because a beautiful lady appeared, and now you're here? Oh, look. Oh, this is kind of awkward now. He's gonna see the same beautiful lady that was with Uncle Muinar with Margaret. Oh man, what a player in a way, too. Good evening, Radiant Knight, and the lovely Sarkaz ladies. I'm absolutely delighted to see you again so soon. Get out of here, Roy. Roy, why'd you gotta ruin the moment? Man. Roy, my boy. Why you do this? And yeah, Shining did interrupt a long time with Minar. That is true. That is very, very true. He doesn't have to take it out. Man. Uncle Minar. Let's see. 5, 6. Boop. Oh crap, this is gonna be painful. Oopsies. Come on, let me bring someone else out. Just temporarily, you come here. Okay, there. Phew. Not as painful right now. Okay, I got this. Let's see, how do I want to do this? You know. This is fine. You know what, she's just gonna help a tiny bit. Phew. Yeah, this is fine right now. Though I should probably put something here. Oop. Though I think Roy should try his luck with some other ones instead of the Nero family, because clearly it's not working out for him. Clearly the Nero family ain't interested in him. Like, sorry, Roy boy. Ooh. No! Monique and Roy. Roy, how could you do this? Come on, lacerate Roy, lacerate boy. Why you do this? Oi! Can you like not? Can you not do that, my dude? Like, excuse you, stop it! Come on, lacerate boy and Monique. You know what? I'm just gonna put Monster here. Monster's a good baby. Man. Okay, they're coming out soon. Man! Why are they so painful? Come on, just bonker. Roy, I see you. I see you there, Roy. Oi. That's what you get, Roy. You ruined a nice moment by being salty. And yes, Roy, you just have terrible pickup lines, my dude. I was wondering why you would have that immovable... Wait. I was wondering why you would have that immobile sarcasm along with you. Now I know. Monique? I'm not sure I get it. Then shut your mouth and stop embarrassing yourself. Oh, I guess what I'm getting from this conversation is like... Monique's like, damn, they're a throuple. Wow. Well, Rose like, what? What are you talking about? They're just friends. They're just friends and roommates. But nah, Monique gets it. She gets it. The Armorless Union, is it? What do you want? First things first, please allow me to apologize to the Radiant Knight. That is, for the Armorless Union's kidnapping of your sister, Maria. Hey, hold your beasties. It wasn't my doing. You wretched henchman. Maria should already have made it home safely. Relax. We have no more tricks to pull on you. And suppose we were going to do anything else, we would have gone for less perfect results. We at the Armorless Union are just doing our jobs, even if it's not exactly what we want to do. We've got eyes on us from above. You know what I mean? You're attacking the infected. That's how the bosses arrange things. Don't lay the blame on us. The cause doesn't clear you of your crimes. I guess you're right. But isn't that why we're paying you a visit today? We have nothing to say to each other. If it's a fight you want, it is a fight you'll get. Hey now, let's cool our tempers, shall we? I'll be frank. We want to shake off the General Chamber of Commerce. What? We're here today to make this clear. We're on different sides. I mean, we still belong to the Chamber. But would you be willing to sign a peace treaty with us? You, the Radiant Knight, the Neuro family and its subordinates, as well as this Rhodes Island. I am hoping you will all refrain from getting in the way of our plans. In return, the Armorless Union won't interfere with your quest for glory, or lay a finger on anyone that's got anything to do with you. What about the infected? Sorry, but we can't possibly do everything either. The infected are a threat to us. Not to worry, though. We have a use for those infected knights, too. To take the fall for you? That's not what I want, Armorless Union. What is the Armorless Union? Long ago, the local farmers and retainers pulled together and hired a group of veteran assassins to stand up to an indulgent knight noble. But they all failed, every last one of them. The knight hanged the traitors atop his castle to make an example of them. The villagers in the territory could only keep their mouths shut and give up their fight. Sometime after that, however, there was an archer who took matters into his own hands. Back then, everyone figured that bows and arrows were no match for a Kuranta's knight's speed, so they weren't really holding their breaths. Yet, when the cruel knight's family awoke the next morning, they found the knight impaled through the ground by a long spear, mid-charge, his head still looking up. When the crowd got closer, they realized it wasn't a spear at all. It was an arrow forged by dark steel. How big is that arrow? Like, how giant are the arrows then? Or were people just super short back then? Hello.
Darksteel, the very first member of the Armorless Union. I'm very well aware that we're hired killers, but nonetheless, legends like these aren't always without merit.
Ooh, thank you.
No, above you.
The Radiant Knight lifts her head. The streets are only barely lit, and the stars in the night sky are twinkling brilliantly. Among them, a lone shooting star twinkles a few times before straying from the rest of the meteor shower's path. It falls straight to the ground.
An arrow? Break it. Roger. Liz, watch out. Nero and I both struck it at the same time, and it didn't break? Are you two okay?
I'm fine. What was that just now? Margaret looks to her side in silence. There's a pitch black arrow long as a spear burrowed into the concrete. How big are their crossbows to fire arrows the size of a spear?
Impressive. I've never seen anyone react to Darksteel's shots in time, much less dodge them. Your swordsmanship is as impressive as the rumors say, Radiant Knight. That was an eye-popping maneuver from the Confessorius too. Luckily, the arrow's not life-deadly.
Life-deadly.
Is that the smell of souls, Sarkaz? I never expected to see such fine swordsmanship and arts from a doctor like you. Save it. So much for your peace treaty. I'm sure you know already, but that shot wasn't meant to take your lives. The Sarkaz sitting over there would be thoroughly dead otherwise. So, now that we've broken the ice, please do give our proposal some thought. I hope you understand that one shot just now, but the Armorless Union isn't begging on a bended knee. There are 3 dark steels. How many of their arrows can you dodge? Stop right there!
The Armorless Union members' figures disappear into the gap between the neon signs and the moonlight. Wait, there's 3 dark steels. Do they all have super long arms or crossbows? Because if all their arrows are the sizes of spears, they must be giants. I'm just imagining giants throwing them. All that remains is a reverberating jazz music.
Dark steel. A metal with an obsidian-like luster. Very heavy. It came falling down from the night sky. From the dark night sky. Just as the name implies.
From the night sky?
The night sky.
The Radiant Knight looks up again. There are twinkling stars everywhere, seemingly ready to strike down and ambush them at any moment.
This arrow. They must have shot it from very far away. It was the high slope of the trajectory that made it seem like it fell from the sky. That makes no sense. The Armorless Union and Dark Steel. If everything's just like that smooth-tongued guy said, they were the origins of the term Armorless Union. These assassins might have their eyes on our heads right this moment. You're right. We need to be more alert. This is Kashmirish, after all. It's the fortress of their crimes.
But yeah, Roy, he ruined the moment. They were just having a nice dance together. Roy
Roy boy. Malkovich. What's the matter, Mr. McKee? It seems you've lightened up a lot. The past couple of days. Did something happen? No. I just figured out what it is I should be doing. Oh, yes? I heard you have a close relationship with the Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals, and that you even arranged for their leader to meet with a few other corporations the other day? That's true. Is there a problem? I'm sure you know, but public opinion on the affected has been getting out of hand. We'll have to do something sooner or later. Rhodes Island is one of the few foreign companies that operate in Area Zero, but they have the Adeptus Barbarilevi's support nonetheless. We must treat this Rhodes Island seriously. Actually, a few of the executives have already made clear that they want us to investigate and make sure they're dealt with. Dealt with? Huh? There are certain secrets about Area Zero that we can't let an outsider uncover. We're deploying the Armorless Union here, and the responsible party will again be given the Platinum's command. The Armorless Union? However, I also propose to the board that they put you in charge of this. Mr. McKee, thank you! Don't mention it. I'm hoping your relationship with Rhodes Island will keep things simple. When you do business in Kashimirish, you have to play by Kashimirish's rules.
Mr. McKee, I can't tell if I like you or not like you right now. You seem very, very sus to me, but I will give you the benefit of the doubt.
I understand. Another thing. Please make sure word doesn't get out on this whole affair, lest things turn dangerous. Even though Platinum and most of the Armorless Union are still under control. There remains a problem with the Armorless Union's internal affairs. A huge problem.
Doctor, spacing out again? Are you bored? Lately, a lot of people here in the Grand Knight territory are boycotting the infected knights. If it weren't for that, I would have loved to take a stroll around town with you. Amiya is under a lot more pressure. Well, but of course, I find myself wondering, what is your company trying to do here in Kashimirish? I like how the text is so tiny, I'm just imagining myself whispering this. Closure's always complaining that we're in the red. We have to think of something. Yep, I have to whisper that, of course. We're in the red. I'm sorry, I keep on spending my LMD trying to raise people. I'm playing favoritisms, I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm just like, here you go, I like you. Take this LMD and experience cards. Take it, take it. And that's why we're in the red. Nura also told us there are a lot of people here in Kashimirish who need help. I asked her what her plan was. I decided to give her my full support, and so did Amiya. That's why you're here. That's a pretty unsurprising answer. Though, in the past, I would have thought it an excuse. I guess the Radiant Knight has a pretty high standing in Rhodes Island. I can't say I've given anyone standing that much thought. I respect Neural, and it's got nothing to do with standing. Margaret knows one of our operators. I've never thought of her as the Radiant Knight. Yeah, I can't say I've given anyone standing much thought. I'm just like, hey you, I like you. And yes, in terms of LMD, we have no LMD. We're in the red. Kashimirish companies these days like to boast about having flat management structures, but it's actually a ploy to get the bottom rung workers to let their guard down. But if that's what you say, Doctor, then let's go with that. Does this mean that if I come to work part-time at Rhodes Island right now, we'll be on equal footing? Doctor, I was sold as a slave to Kashimirish ever since my master taught me to be ready to give my life for others. Even now, I'm ready to die for you, you know? Because you were asked to be my bodyguard? Because that's an order from the Adeptus? Or where's the third option? Because you love me? Come on, I have to have that hidden third option because you love me. Man, close enough would be because you were tasked to be my bodyguard? That's how campaign knights are trained. That's why the Radiant Knight's actions feel somewhat distant to me. Do you think it's a noble thing to give your life for somebody else's ideals? Of course. Yes. Where's the third option of maybe? I'm gonna say yes? Question mark? What if that person's ideal is to give their own life for somebody else? What would that get us in the end? A better world? A better world, I guess. As long as it's something better, I'd call that a win. That's a naive way of thinking. It's nothing like how sharp you were when dealing with the KGCC. Say, Gravel? What is it? If you don't think I'm worthy of your sacrifice, then don't make it. How could you say that? You're doubting my loyal. If you think I'm worthy of your sacrifice, then live on for us. You're a brilliant knight, and you're a partner of Rhodes Island. You're free. Man, Roy, take notes of my flirtation techniques. Dr. Misaki, that was pretty smooth, huh? And now look at you, Roy, and your dots and awkward moments. What's in your mind?
Nothing. It's been a while since I last saw Darksteel make a move.
When was it?
You weren't a Lazarite yet. It was when we took care of the last Platinum. That Platinum was Centauria's master. Or something like that, I guess. It was raining that day. The time was 4:47 p.m., and I was just about to go on a business trip to another city. I was the only Lazarite at the time, and I got a call all of a sudden. They told me that Platinum betrayed us, and I had to take him out immediately. So, did you kill your coworker with your own two hands? Nope, if I'd done that, I'm not sure I'd ever get a decent night's sleep again. Actually, by the time we made it there, it was an unfinished building. The whole third floor was wrecked, and the traitor was nailed to the wall high above the ground with one of Darksteel's heavy arrows, pierced straight through his chest. Now, I may be an amateur when it comes to the on-site investigation, but I could tell that Platinum tried to run away, only to get shot through the chest by the arrow midair and pinned to the wall like that. I was standing right under the wall, and the poor guy who fell in love with his target had tried to betray us was nailed right there above me. I can still see it in my mind. I'd never seen a wall as white as that. And he looked like he really suffered. Only an idiot would be fooled by somebody spouting freedom and platitudes. They don't understand what it actually means to survive. It's me. Are they finally making their move?
Highness Sylvestris. Huh?
Right. They're very cautious, but they couldn't hold back any longer. I mean, we've had those infected boycott protests the last few days. It's ironic. I'm not even sure who's the victim here anymore. Another phone call? Does it ever stop? Hello?
Why didn't you position yourself at the specified coordinates? The Confessarius and the Radiant Knights wouldn't have blocked that arrow. You had them face north, and they saw my arrow in time. I could have killed the Sarkaz sitting on the chair at least.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I can't just laugh this one off, eh? That was my quick thinking, boss. The Radiant Knight's a stubborn one. If you kill one of her friends, you'll just end up provoking her. If she'd lose her cool, I don't see why she shouldn't have. That would have been too dangerous, boss. Sorry for only cluing you in after the fact, but I think the threat level we're at is just right. Let's not overdo it. Trust me, the Radiant Knight won't get in your way. By the way, may I ask how things are going right now? The board will figure this out soon, but no matter. When the city is paralyzed by the infected, I will end the last of the insiders, personally. And then no one alive will know the identities of the Armorless Union's highest-ranking members. In position. Loud and clear. Already. Yeah, we can do this! Sona, the backup power's kicking in way too fast. They might have improved their emergency measures. Please be careful. Ha, so you're saying I should put on an even bigger show? That's right, Wildmane. Bash those Armorless Union bastards' brains in. Of course, I'm ready anytime. Ivona will ambush the Armorless Union's patrol head-on. After half an hour, Ashley will ambush the supply sector. If we don't run into any surprises, the Adeptus' guards will be sent away at that point. I'll infiltrate the KGCC and take what we need. Easy peasy. Okay, let's get this started. I can help you sneak into that building, but that's all I can do for you. You also need somebody to keep your escape route clear. That's more than enough. Thanks, Toland. Don't forget what I said. What you folks are doing means much more than you could ever imagine. Now, let everyone see the city cry its eyes out. Ooh. Let's see how the mission goes. Let's see. I'm gonna stare at the map. Oh no, I don't really like the red lighting. That makes me think it's gonna be hard. Okay. 2 entrances. 3 entrances, 2 exits. Oh no, 2 exits is fine. I can do this. Easy peasy. I just gotta bring along Thorns, a super buff Thorns. Thorns, my boy. There you are, my boy. The infected are making their move. They'll really charge through the front door. They'd better. The bigger the ruckus, the less we leave the board to use against us. How are things at the power plant? Are you doubting me? I wouldn't dare. Can I kill Wildmane? Of course. Now that things have come to this, if we find ourselves some prey, that'll help make our owners less grumpy. They're prey who got away to begin with. I'm just taking back what should have been mine. Contact Team 3. Have them pick it up and come with me. Wildmane spotted. Too slow, Armorless. Urgh. Pulling dirty tricks in the shadows. Don't tell me you people have forgotten how to take on a knight. Filthy infected. This is for Jamie and all the innocent who died by your hands. Eek. Ivona, please forget what Soda said. Avoid killing anyone if you can. At the very least, when you kill them, make sure you're prepared to handle it. Hey you, Armorless, how many people have you killed? Heh. Trying to act all righteous now, are we? Hypocritical brat. Back when I was a bounty hunter on the Golden Prairie, I never gave a crap about that. Have you forgotten what life outside the cities is like? Those who stand at the top, the strongest survivors, are all cold-blooded bastards. That's the way it goes. Say whatever you want, but I've won. When you've lost, when you're dead, nothing you say matters. You. He probably sent out a distress signal just now. Hopefully that'll lure the Armorless Union here. That'll make Grey Nutty's job easier. Fartooth, have you spotted any Armorless over there? No. What about you? Grey Nutty's already in position. Just waiting on our signal. That said, the Armorless can't be this slow to react. Did Wildmane really manage to lure her way in? Lure them her way? She probably... Armorless spotted. They're heading your way from the alleyway on 4th Street. Ivona? Ivona? Can you hear me? Ivona? Hey. Shevchek? Ivona? The transmission... got cut? No way. In a city with this much transmission traffic? Oof. They probably didn't pay their phone bill. Uh-oh. Oh no, they lost connection. That's what happens when you forget to pay your bill. The silence is creepy, Ivona. I have a bad feeling about this. Are these Armorless guys really such pushovers that we can take them down with an ambush? I'm not sure. Bigger problem. I'm not getting any of Justina's transmissions, and she should be staring down at us from somewhere up high, right? Shudder. Move. All of a sudden, Ivona is overwhelmed with an aura so suffocating that it threatens to make her puke. She isn't sure this is really a biological response. It could be some kind of toxin or an artifact. Then, a figure leaps down from the top of a tall tower. Ooh, hello, hello. Can you take me home? Do you have food? I like food. The figure lands on the ground. The landing is silent and the veil lightly covering her. You jumped from so high up, but you didn't even let out a peep, huh? Must be nice to be a feline. Team 3. What? When did they? The difference between these guys and the ones we fought just now are night and day. She's wearing blue. Is she the Lazarite from the other day? You, go on ahead. But, go. You better survive this. No way. I didn't even see her pull that bowstring. The Armorless Union operative in blue maintains her one-handed throwing posture. A hint of dissatisfaction comes through her cold expression. After all, this hunt started on an unlucky note. She threw it? Ah, my leg! Grit your teeth and keep running. Don't stop. Hey, stop looking around. I'm right here. Are you infected, all idiots? Look at how many bows we have aimed on you. Wildmane Knight. You should be dead several days by now. Good on you, though. You still have a chance to play the hero today. Now run. I don't want this hunt to end on such a boring note. Let's kill some time together. Wow, Monique really is a cat. She's playing with her prey. Ha, you seem to be mistaken. Do I look like the kind of gal who hides in the shadows? You look like the kind who's getting herself killed. But Dewey, we infected knights. We infected are sick of toiling our miserable lives away like that. You're just a bunch of despicable bastards hiding behind the KGCC, doing all kinds of shady business. Every one of us out in the open is stronger than you. Remember their faces. Remember, these knights, these Kashmirshans, these cold-blooded murderers. Don't let them get away with it. Armorless scum. Have you ever fought a gloom pincer on the brink of death? Do you know how a dying, cornered animal fights? You're too full of yourself. I may die, but that doesn't mean I'll lose. And you'll pay your dues right here.
And what's my favorite food? Oh man, my top 2 cravings are Japanese and Mexican food. So like, I'll go for of course tacos, burrito, tlacoyos, that kind of stuff. Or I'll crave like a donburi, sushi, udon, ramen. It just changes randomly, but those are my 2 main cravings, or food types anyways.
Then, my friends will. Look at you. No fear of death on your face. You don't want to live, yet you still want to win. Ridiculous. The blue Armorless Union operative takes out an arrow from behind.
And ooh, hello, hello.
Come. You're going to use that arrow as a blade? What? You looking down on me? Of course. You little. Erg. So that's the speed you Kuranta are so proud of? Don't underestimate me. Hurrah! Don't be such a crybaby. I made sure not to kill you. Well, now let me see how much blood you have to spill. After I've painted the entire street with it, the infected hiding in the dark will probably stop resisting. Lazarite, she is infected though. If you're worried about catching it, you should look for a new job. Once death calms her down, it'll be much easier to deal with the resisting infected. It's been a while since I heard from Justina. Maybe she ran into some kind of trouble? Either way, there's 5 minutes to our ambush. Sona should be in position by now. We just have to trust each other.
It's almost time. Everyone, be safe.
4 minutes. You didn't even last a few minutes. Go on. There should be 7 or 8 infected hideouts around here. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they're empty by now. Search all of them, one by one. Get back here. I'm not done yet.
No! No, Ivona! Be safe, my girl! You're in my road to island! I accepted you from that one thingy. Oi!
I'm leaving her to you. Not worth any more of my time. Right. All units, prepare to fire. Didn't I just say I'm not done? She still has the strength to fight. I don't want to kill too many people here. The old and the young can go. But I'll take the heads of 10 infected knights back to keep my bosses happy.
Wow. Wow, I'm surprised. Monique. I'm surprised she's letting the old and young go.
You murderer. What did you do to Ivona? She should probably have passed out from the bloodlust by now.
Though it sounds like she might still be putting up a fight.
You monster.
You should know that even if you manage to stay... Wait, you should know that even if you manage to get away now, it won't vindicate you. I'll say it again. 10 infected knights for the lives of everyone else.
How can we trust you? You're a bunch of murderers, a bunch of sick bastards.
I'll count Ivona. Just the lives of 9 more knights.
You.
Are you sure you can win? Never mind then. It'll be faster if I do it myself.
Now what's the rush?
If you want to keep your bosses happy, surely you'd want quality over quantity.
Wouldn't you agree?
Tolan Cash. Man, I just remember the last scene with Tolan and Monique. They were just talking about each other, which was funny.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm sure I'm worth a hefty sum on the wanted posters.
If you are willing to give me your own head, then I won't need any more.
Don't taunt her, Tolan. She's... Lazarate Monique of the Armorless Union. Am I correct?
I said it before. I don't like to be interrupted when I'm working. If you don't plan on giving yourself up, that makes 3 times you've interrupted me, Tolan Cash. The injured infected knight isn't able to see everything clearly. By the time his eardrums react, there's a sharp clashing sound.
Phew, you really are quick on the draw with that bowstring.
You saw it?
No, your stance. That's a sword hand of a knight. Since when do bounty hunters have tricks like that? Oh, don't say that. If all we knew was shooting arrows, setting up traps, pulling dirty tricks, and waiting for our prey, would we really be any different from the scum in the Armorless Union? You won't dodge any more of my shots. You sure?
Woo, that was close. Man, I feel like Tolan and Monique are kind of like flirting. I'm getting those vibes.
Might want to watch your step, though.
An
explosive trap? You're still a bounty hunter in the end. Needless to say. A charge. You've received Knight's training. That's it. You're helping the Neurals. So you must have something tied up with them. This really piques my interest, but work is work. We can't waste too much time on you.
"2 minutes. I gotta stare more at Tolan's head. All I notice is his ponytail.
Man, what a pain. There's just no catching a taxi during the major, is there?
Excuse me? Which way is the Holiday Night Inn? Wait, which way is the Holiday Night souvenir shop?
Hey, look at the time. Let's find a restaurant and get a bite to eat first.
And oh, he doesn't have horns. Okay. That's what I was thinking too, because I'm like, I didn't notice any horns, so I can't tell if he's sarcasm. Unless they're very, very tiny. I mean, tiny horns are cute too. If Tolan is a tiny horned boy, that's fine. They could be like so tiny that his hair covers them.
Will you look at that? Our Colombian newbie is about to overwhelm Wisteria Knight once again. Impressive speed. Now, just one more. Hold on. What's going on? Unbelievable! A devastating accident at the very last moment. Did our newbie trip? Come on, this is the major. Get up!
1 minute.
Do you always leave work this late, Muinar? To what do I owe the pleasure? If I had known in advance, Lady Russell, I would have received you more properly. Don't worry yourself. I won't be taking up much of your time. Tonight will be messy. There will be lots for us to take care of. Muinar, is the sword-bearing wanderer back? The wanderer traveled through corpse-laden battlefields and boundless wastelands, at last making it through the fortress lit ablaze by cannon fire. Is the wanderer not back yet?
The man, if he saw off his own horns, ouch! Big ouch! I was hoping he just was born with tiny horns.
30 seconds. I still haven't heard anything from them, but we can't wait any longer. In 5 minutes, we'll begin our ambush and cut off the core power source. The core district, where the General Chamber of Commerce is, will lose our power. Then and only then will Sona have a chance to break inside. A big show then, huh? I like it. Our Adeptus friends should have withdrawn the security here, clearing a path for us. We need to be quick. Get ready. What's that? Where was that explosion? The power supply sector? Why? Ashlock, did you start the operation early? No, we haven't started the charge yet. We've been had. Get out of here.
Pinus Sylvestre, stay safe.
Now sleep, Cavalryalki. My beloved Granite territory. Good night.
Roy, my boy, what did you do?
3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. 3, 2, 1, fight. Oh no, oh no. Uh-ohs. Oh, I already have him on my side. Okay, that's kind of cute, actually. Yeah, that's very cute how they're on my side. I like this. I should steer which direction they're going, though. Okay, they're going this way, so I'll put someone here. Okay, I'll put you here, my boy. You know, I might as well do that. Oh, it's so scary, a sleeping dude. You know, sleeping dude does give me some fear. I ain't gonna lie. Sleeping Beauty there is spooky. Okay. Let's say I just put monster here. I should be looking at what they do, but nah. Come on, let me put out Mudrock, my lady. And no, I will let them live. I really want them to live. Especially Sona, because Sona is Sona. Oh, Sleeping Dude is very annoying. Oh no, I'm kind of scared now. I feel some fear. I must keep people alive. We must live. So wait, I should stay a tiny bit. No, I'll do that. I do that. No, Sona! You were my favorite. Oh no, I feel so sad. Sona. I was rooting for you. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, the one I wanted to live. I was rooting for you, milady. That hurts me. It hurts me so much. Oh well. Get my revenge now.
Mission accomplished.
This is why Sona didn't come home to me. I understand now. I understand.
Everything has descended into darkness. Did Granity succeed? Did Sona make it inside? When all is said and done,
Will we really be able to live in peace here in Kashimirish?
Don't kid yourself. Think of what we had to go through. We had to fight wild beasts in the underground arenas, sometimes even our fellow men. We still carry the pain and scars that will never go away. The bosses wanted more blood and excitement. They wanted us to throw matches and do their shady bidding outside the arena. We had no choice but to do what they wanted. What do you think all that was for? Look at all those places outside Cavalryelki. Where do you think the infected can go? Where they can go? We have erypathy, an incurable disease. We will die sooner or later, and when we do, we'll lay waste to whatever unfortunate patch of ground we collapse onto. We're ominous, we're uncontrollable, and we are different. We are here to be despised. Do you think the Adeptus Spravedlivi will really allow the infected to start a proper nightclub? Is there really room for the infected to live in Kashimirish? No. Anywhere in this world? And even if there were, what does that have to do with you? She's not moving. Is she dead? I sure hope so. I don't really want to fight the infected. I mean, what if we catch it? Go take a closer look. If she's dead, we'll need the damage control team here. The damage control team up here. Who are you calling dead? Come on. You dirty armorless. I'll take all of you down. You murderers. You all have infected blood on your hands. She still has the strength to move? She's bloody all over. She can barely even stand. Just give up already. Come on. Come at me. None of you are getting away. She's got a backbone, I'll give her that. Let's show her some mercy. Finish her off. I mean, she's going to bleed out in a few minutes. Man, Monique really knows what she's doing with those techniques.
I mean, Monique's a cat. She knows how to, like I say, toy with her prey. That's what cats do. No, Ivona, I like you. You're the only Pinus Sylvestris person I brought home.
If I were stronger and faster, maybe I could have escaped these unfortunate times. Escape? No, what am I thinking? Move, damn it. Why is my vision so blurry? Open your eyes. It's okay. It'll all be over soon.
All of a sudden, the Armorless stop what they're doing. Footsteps. The footsteps are heavy, not like the light footsteps of these murderers. Like whoever is making them is carrying a boulder that weighs 1,000 pounds.
Muffled conversation. What are they talking about? Muffled conversation. What are they?
I wonder, maybe the muffled conversation should be like those wah 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 or can understand what they're saying, just default sounds.
No, don't go. Stay right where you are. I can still... Let it go, Knight. You've done very well.
What's going on? Why is it all dark all of a sudden?
What's going on? Huh? Is the power out all over town? Jesus, how much money are we going to owe for this? Hey you, the knight over there. Come help evacuate the audience.
Phew. Whoa, it's pitch black outside. Are you sure you guys aren't overdoing it, Grey Nutty? Still. Don't forget to take the free coffee. Take the free coffee, Sona. The KGCC's building has its own power source. Grrr, we're almost out of time. Huh? Someone's here.
Why did the power go out? Look outside. The whole city's. Is there a problem with the power plant again? Is this another great separation? Calm down. Oh, Mr. Malkovich. Fortunately, the spokesman meeting is today. The directors are all inside the chamber building right now, safe and sound. That's right. Follow instructions and help evacuate the crowds. Contact the Adeptus leadership. Our first and foremost priority is to make sure there isn't a lapse in public order. Each district should have its own backup power source. Have the officers in charge make the necessary arrangements. Yes, sir.
The board of directors meeting. No, my priority right now is to find the machine room.
Lazarate, sir. Well, things have gotten way out of hand. That's why I said we had to be more decisive with the infected. We can't give them an opening. Lucky the directors summoned me here today. Who knows what could have happened to our bosses? We'll review the series of events later. No problem. But most of the Armorless Union and Monique are rounding the infected up and snuffing them out right now. It might take them some time to get back. Very well. For the time being, please put your original mission on hold and ensure the director's safety. Okay, though. No one would dare go after the board, right?
Snuffing them out? No, they'll be okay. I gotta hurry. Please be okay, Volna. Where are you?
Fartooth.
Plastic? Have you seen the others? They took out our comms.
It's not that simple. We're in the middle of the city. If they manage to cut off our comms, that means our channels were intercepted right from the start. It wasn't Ashlock who took out the power either. The power plant went down before she could start her ambush. She's probably heading to where Flametail is right now.
What?
The Armorless. They've been planning something, and they're passing the buck to the infected. Find the others. We're in real hot water right now.
Ivona. Justina finds the prideful infected knight collapsed in a pool of blood. Her armor is stained a gory red. Ivona, wake up. She's still breathing. Shevchik, give me a hand.
Hold on. Has someone else been here? The Armorless assassins don't use axes. And even if they had an axeman, these marks. The wall is oozing blood. It's him.
Download complete. So this is the plan for Area 0, and some sensitive information on the Armorless. It feels weird being able to get my hands on this stuff so easily. Now, let me get out of this stinking place. Arg my tail.
What are you standing there for? Hurry up and contact the National Council. And you, isn't your department supposed to help evacuate the Fireblade Arena? Get moving. We'll escort the spokeslady. Is she on the second floor?
Things are a mess here. Perfect. I just hope I can get away without much trouble.
No way. Did someone seriously sneak into the KGCC building during the chaos?
Did he see me? Gah! Ow, where am I? Was I leaning on the door? I didn't even notice. It's dark. Is this a meeting room? I gotta find a way out. Sona, stay safe! Sona has always felt as though she is fighting against something. Against the Armorless Union, against the General Chamber of Commerce, against all the injustices the infected face, and even against fate. She has never really doubted whether her actions are necessary. But right this moment, she feels a chill reaching from her head all the way to her feet, causing her to waver a little. Indeed, this is the first time she has ever wavered. It's as though she has seen a tremendous ice sculpture in the middle of summer. Oh no, it's a phone call. I feel fear. I don't like phone calls. And it's slowly zooming in. How far does it zoom? How close will we get to the telephone? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Okay, there. A call is coming in. The ringing echoes throughout the empty room. Hello? Flametail Knight, Sona. I appreciate your efforts. Excellent work. Huh? Right now you have two options. Lazarite Roy is standing outside the conference room you are in as we speak. This is going to be a very simple transaction. You are holding two storage devices. Hand over the one on the Armorless Union. You may keep the information on Area 0. That will be more than enough for you to bargain the rights to a legitimate life from the Adeptus Sprovidlevi. The way I see it, you have no other choice. Get a grasp of the situation, Flametail Knight. I have nothing against the infected, much less you. Be it knights, merchants, or infected, they are all narrow-minded. Don't make an enemy of society, infected. The server has already been destroyed. The chip in your hand is the very last copy. The choice is yours. Perhaps you are thinking of smashing this telephone right now. Then do it. If you believe that's the answer to your revolt against fate. Whoa, he figured it out, huh? That's something. So the Lazarite is right outside the door now. What do I do? Which floor is this again? This is way too high, isn't it? Sona. Ashley, catch me! What are you up to this time? Why are you up there? Whoa. Ow. Good thing I used ours to soften the impact. And also, it's a good thing you're a squirrel. Squirrels can jump, right? There's flying squirrels. I don't know much about squirrels. They don't exist here. I've never seen a squirrel in person, so all my knowledge of squirrels is from the internet. Why are you looking at me like that? Alright, no more wild moves. Now let go of my tail, will you? I'm glad you're okay. Somebody took out the power plant before we could do it. Whoever they are, they're using us. No matter. We have what we need. Ta-da! This? A small little chip like this can change your fate? We'll just have to hope it can. Phew. That's gotta be at least a 12-meter jump. And look at you, still so full of pep, infected. Haven't you had enough yet? Hey, that getup. You know me? The Armorless Union keeps its top-level secret from the regular old knights, but... Lazarite Roy, you're the only Lazarite assassin who hasn't been replaced in the past dozen or so years. There are all kinds of rumors centered around you. Of course we know you. Wait, how did he get there so fast? Did he jump from the window too, or is he just speed? I mean, horses are speed. Yeah, they are. I've seen horses. Really? Haha, glad to know I'm famous. It's not necessarily a good thing for an assassin to be famous, though. I mean, the Armorless Union's not like you knights. We can't cash in on our fame. So either you hand me the chip and walk out alive, or I kill you and take the chip myself. Personally, I'm not very fond of fighting to the death, especially when there's no money in it. Sona, are you okay? Phew, I'm fine. This is gonna be a tough fight, though. We just need to stay alive. Heh, how long has it been since the last time we fought side by side for real? Since I fight against the Gloom Pincer?
Come on, give me more credit than that. I think I can at least put up a fight. Put up a better fight than a Gloom Pincer. Good thing I have these emergency lights. I never thought they'd actually come in handy. What's going on? Another great separation? The power's really out for the whole town. What kind of sick joke is this? How could this happen while the Major's on? The power will be back soon, but just who managed to plunge a city that never sleeps into darkness? Ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Ooh, I'm doing decent on time. I have enough for one more, at least one. We'll see how long this one takes, actually. Haha. City fast asleep. A Gloom Pincer hiding in the shadows raises its head in the moment. In this moment, it is the first time it sees the awakened starry sky. What is a Gloom Pincer, anyway? I don't think I've seen one. Cavalry Ryuki has entered a state of emergency, confirmed. Correct signal code, confirmed. Correct squad identification code, confirmed. Heed my orders. Remove your disguises and enter the city. Oh, Gloom Pincer's the metal crabs. Okay, okay. Is a slug too? Oh no, is it the ones that make babies? I hate the ones that make babies. It'll still be some time until the power is completely restored. The Rhodes Islanders have returned to their rooms, as advised. If you two would like to review... Doctor, I want to go see them. Everything happened so quickly. I'm sure there are many operators who still don't quite understand the situation. With all the anti-infected protests going on, there's been a lot of pressure on everyone. I'll be counting on you again. Then Amiya... Are you sure you don't need my help? Amiya, let me help you. But it's okay. With Hibiscus here, I'm sure there won't be any trouble. I just want to go around and see how everyone's doing. I'll be right back. There's no need to worry, Amiya. I'll take real good care of the doctor while you're gone. Oh, okay. See you later then. Misaki Doctor. There have been some developments in the General Chamber of Commerce that may be disadvantage to Rhodes Island. Coupled with the ongoing power outage, I'm afraid what happens next will be nothing less than an open conspiracy. For the time being, do not leave my side, whatever you do. Of course, it'd be even better if you decide to stay with me of your own accord. Want me to take a look around? And yes, I'll stay with you of my own accord, my lady. Hehe. I didn't expect you to be so forward. Caught me off guard. Did something good happen? Oh, hello, hello. How's it going? Pretty well. Pretty well, except I haven't summoned Sona yet. Sobs. Though soon enough, she'll accept me. Soon enough. Miss Gravel, what do you think of the KGCC? Didn't you ask me something like this before? Or do you just love the sound of my voice that much? Both. They're parasites on Kashimirash. The business class bands together, corrupting the knights and the city, just to chase their ambitions. No, the General Chamber of Commerce, as its name implies, is just a general assemblage. There is little that binds them beyond common interest, and they can be divided. It feels like they're acting as a unit because they're fighting against the knights. Man, wasn't Kaiten, like, their armor in a way. I forget. Man, I've heard the word chitin before. I know I've heard it. I think it was kind of like the armor skin thingy. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. What did you do? There are roughly 4 types of executive directors in the KGCC. Heh. Care to tell me more? One is committed, so radical, as to eliminate the night class. Okay, so it is kind of like the armor, the exoskeleton. Okay. Yeah, so it is the armor basically. Since I consider exoskeleton to be armor. One is old-fashioned, a rock-solid faction that moves forward step by step. Another has no principles, just a group of opportunities, with just a group of opportunists flocking to a potential profit. And the last one? The type that Rhodes Island is not ready to contact yet. You're wondering if you can eat a crab shell if you boil it enough? Actually, yeah, you can. I mean, there's soft shell crabs. They're tasty. You can eat their shells easily, or if you have fried crab, if the crabs are tiny, you can eat them. I eat the shells of tiny fried crabs. And by tiny, I mean like less than the size of a palm. They're super duper tiny. You can like eat them like chips. So if you really wanted to eat a crab shell well fried, I recommend the tiny ones or the soft-shelled ones. Rushing to contact them will only hurt us. So what you're saying is that there are cracks in the KGCC, and you have already taken stock of them? I wouldn't call it cracks, more like it was never possible for them to unite in the first place. Live for the sake of profit, die for the sake of profit. Live for the sake of profit, die for the sake of profit. Money, 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 money. You've never had tiny crabs? Over here, like in the supermarkets, when you go to the section that has stuff like dried cuttlefish or dried squid, they usually have tiny fishes or tiny crabs. And that's where I get them. They're tasty. They're like a little tiny fried snack. I'm like, delicious. I'm gonna buy a pack of that with some cuttlefish and squid. I'm set. It's stinky but good. Anu, good morning. But this is only your first time here, and you were only able to get to know a portion of the executives through your ties with the spokesman. How can you be so sure of yourself? The moment you place your trust in the wrong person, the Adeptus Sprawiedliwi will no longer bear the consequences. Rhodes Island has never relied on the sacrifices of others to advance its goals. As if I would approach those banquets if I wasn't ready to sacrifice something. Yeah, I wouldn't approach those banquets if I wasn't really, prepared. Mentally prepared. No. Of course not.
Do you still have time to waste? About the bounty placed on the infected. Once the interference from the Great Separation has passed, you'll have no escape route. By the way, the reason it's called the Great Separation is because after power from the core is lost, each plate will experience a short period of drift. Right now, the connections to the plates around the KGCC have broken off, and you won't be able to escape. God damn it.
This doesn't seem like an enemy we can take head on.
I'm glad you finally understand what you should have always understood. So let me ask again. Will you hand me the goods? I wouldn't mind letting you go.
Heh. When is the Armorless Union a charity?
I guess it was a matter of mindset. After a long, long struggle, I finally saw the light. From the ruins of Bolivar to the prairies of Kashmiraj, and finally here. No normal person finds joy in the slaughter of others, Only idiotic, pampered princelings derive any pleasure from seeing people bleed. Now, you can save me, infected, and I can help you dismantle the Armorless Union.
Sorry, but even if that's true, I'm not about to give you this.
Why not?
We're sick and tired of being manipulated. Ashley.
Got it. Have a taste of this. Erg. What's the meaning of this?
Ashley, run. I know.
Running into the substructure? One wrong step and you'll be mincemeat in the engine. There's nowhere for you to run.
Ashley, watch out. No, Sona! A cyan arrow pierces Flametail Knight's armor. No! No, Sona, come to my Rhodes Island! Sona tries to block it, but the massive force of the impact sends her petite body flying. Struggling in midair, she is launched into the gap between the city's plates.
Sona! Off the mark. Something blurred my vision for a second there. An illusion caused by my fatigue? No, something got in my way after all. Roy.
Bonk Roy.
You've lost your mind. Tisk tisk. Firing from such a close range. How are you trying to get us both killed? You.
How dare you do that to Sona?
I'll admit, it was careless of me. I haven't had a chance to check if the chip was still intact. That's bad news. I wouldn't want that responsibility sitting on my shoulders. Shut up, bastard! What to do? Hurry and kill Ashlock and look for a way to check the corpse? No, this is far too dangerous. The power's about to come back on, and I wouldn't want to be caught between those plates. I'll have you pay in blood. So straightforward, so predictable. You've been all too easy to read since you lost your ability to think. Oh, really? Humph. Was I the careless one? She's gone? Was she only pretending to be enraged?
Sona, be safe! Sona! And yeah, I'm still doing the main storyline for Arknights, but the events. I give priority to events because, they're limited. Fear. So many events. The fear of missing out on events. Become a knight for the infected. Fight to the bitter end for the infected. That is my honor. There is no greater honor than to die for a glorious cause. I would have liked to go out in a blaze of glory, but what's going on now? The Candle Knight is here! Oh yay, I like her! Roy is still around here somewhere. He'll discover my arts sooner or later, so we mustn't tarry here. Contact your companion and have her escape. I'll do what I can for her. Hey Ashley, I'm fine. Don't let him know, and look for a chance to escape. I slipped the chip into your pocket when I blocked that arrow for you. Go ahead and double check. No need to reply. See you on the way back. You broke my fall? But how? Arts can be applied in so many different ways. After extensive studying, almost all Athenians are able to use basic arts, regardless of the nature of these arts. You're the Candle Knight, right? Why would a great knight like you save an infected like me? There's someone who wants to see you. Who? I can't tell you yet. Oh, you should already know that we're pretty busy right now, paralyzing the city, attacking the KGCC. I don't have time for a picnic, It's understandable that you would distrust me. No, I believe you. You can tell what someone's thinking. Just gotta look into their eyes. Of course, this trick doesn't work on this trick doesn't work 100% of the time. But this is desperate times, right?
What the hell's going on? The roads are blocked and I can't get a taxi. Do I not get to go home tonight either? What an idiot. Finish it in one day, my ass. That report should have been done yesterday. What's happening? Out of my way or I'm shooting through all of you. Please don't, I'm moving. Stop moving around, lad. You wouldn't want that noggin of yours finding a new home, eh? But she told me to move. Would you really trust someone who'd take your head off on a whim?
Man, I kind of feel for this corporate employee. He just wants to go home. He had a hard day of work. He can't find a taxi, and now he's trying to walk home. And then look at this.
Toland, have you no shame hiding behind a civilian? Good point. I'll count to 3. Please, I'm begging you. Leave me alone. 1. No! 2. 3. They're both insane. They're both insane. Where does this road lead? Wait, over there, that's... Mr. Knight! Mr. Knight! I'm an employee of the Rhodes Paper Union. Please help me. You know who I am, right? I recommend you to the editorial department. There are 2 criminals over. Eek!
Man, you ran into the wrong night, too. This one dude, he can't catch a break. He deserves a nice vacation after this.
Do you ever run out of arrows?
Grr. This is the first time my praise eluded me for several minutes. Not half bad, Toland Cash. Is it your goal to stall me here?
Haha. What about you? Are you here to play with me?
No. There's a handsome bounty on your head, and we're always in need of money.
Oh? Do you have a sickly little brother back home? Or maybe an elderly father who needs your support?
This job brings more wealth than you can imagine, bounty hunter. We know the rules of the society better than you. Better than any of the knights. Platinum deserves vacation too, but also that one worker. I'm pretty sure he works lots and lots of overtime, having to do all the work that the other peoples don't want to do. We simply chose to take a little detour, and after tonight's hunt, we'll usher in a new beginning. But right now, it seems there's another idiot hellbent on messing things up.
To think you could still see such a splendorous night sky and this death-choked city. This is the kind of night I have always known. Let this man-made malediction to be left behind, and shed every last drop of the city's blood. Bravo, ye faceless rebels! What a strange night. His private duels must not be paying well. Clown.
Roy tries to be with everyone, but he gets rejected. Toland and Monique, though, I think they're good together. Especially since their first meeting that I saw was them, like, talking trash about each other. Like, have you seen a guy named Toland? Have you seen a lady named Monique? I loved it. Like, that's the best first meeting. Versus Roy just being awkward all the time. Roy is just an awkward dude.
Is everyone okay?
Margaret, I just found a spare battery. Alright. See? Now the light's on, yeah? Doesn't feel like it'll last long. It'll last long, though.
Looks like everyone's okay. V and Koval went to check on the situation. They'll be back later. Where's Muinar?
And true, Roy did dye his hair to match Monique, which I think is hilarious. Like, he just dyed his hair to match her. He dyed his head hair and even his tail hair. That dedication. He stayed home, said it would be difficult to get away from work, and wanted some time alone. What about Shining and Nightingale?
They were worried that the Armorless Union might have their sights on the doctor, and we rushed back to the infected shelter. Don't worry, they're both very dependable.
No, it's just that I still don't know anything about the things going on around you.
Sorry, but I deliberately kept you out of the loop. I can't afford to get the doctor and the others tangled up with my personal affairs. But maybe one day you'll get to know each other. Maybe one day, Maria, you'll also find yourself aboard that ship.
I wanted to get to know Maria, but she didn't let me summon her.
Sobs. Their dazzling idealism will eventually guide everyone forward. Even if they hold very vastly different beliefs and walk different paths, nothing can shake the conviction in their hearts.
That reminds me of...
the knights from the stories. I'm back. It's pitch black. The flashlight merchant next door should have restocked by now, right?
The flashlight merchant? I like how that one dude is specifically selling flashlights. He is prepared. He must be like, they called me crazy for only specializing in flashlights. Now look at them all. Look at them, now I can laugh at them instead. Haha, I told you my flashlight store would come in handy.
Oh, it's Margaret. It's an absolute mess outside right now. I say we behave ourselves, stay indoors, and wait for the power to come back. Just sit here doing nothing? Wasn't there supposed to be a match today? It was supposed to be the day the 8 strongest knights were decided.
Have you seen the latest news of the Blood Knight?
More or less. He's the undefeated king this season. From the qualifiers to the major, but beyond that. He's also the hero of the infected.
And yeah, Roy is just pitiable. He's maidenless. No matter how hard he tries. Where are we going? I'm not complaining, but I really don't exactly have a lot of free time on my hands. We're here. The Wall of Champions exhibit hall? This is a secret meeting, so try to keep your voice down. So which knight wanted to meet me? Knight? Well, you're not technically wrong. She was indeed a respectable knight. Haha, but don't be nervous. She's just a regular old lady now. Head on in. You're not coming? Let's just say, she's one of the few people in Kashimirish who scares even me a bit. Wow, even the Candle Knight, bearer of the Candle Sword, is afraid of someone? What chance do I have then? It probably won't be the same for you. After all, she counts as half of my adoptive mother, at least in name. Mama? Mama? It's the same emergency power supply at as the KGCC. Was this place not affected by the outage either? Both the knights and the general chamber are still shining through the darkness. The lights flicker, and so does Sona's train of thought. The knights and the money were able to avoid the deep night. Who drowns in the darkness?
Flame-tailed Knight, Sona. Come here and let me have a closer look at you.
You're...
Now. I didn't come here today to talk business. I heard the infected knights made some kind of deal with the knights of the Adeptus Spravedlivi. Between the Knights Association and Demian, a member of the Adeptus. In order for the infected to survive in the Grand Knight territory, they agreed to participate in this operation with his cooperation.
Yeah, she could be Auntie Sophia, you're right. Like, Auntie Sophia's future. But taller. I feel like she's taller. She looks like a tall lady.
The great Cavalryalki separation. The Adeptus gave in, letting it happen once more. Look at this wall. These knights were supposed to become real heroes, not this. Symbols for spectators to gawk at. Does this sight not fill you with great sorrow?
It certainly does, ma'am. But I feel more sorrow for the infected who still need equal treatment, and for those totally lost to entertainment and materialism. I cry for each and every person struggling to make it to the next sunrise here in Kashmiraj.
Truly a spectacular inaugural speech, young squirrel.
Ooh, hello. Can the Adeptus Bobby Levy really give us a normal life?
Paperwork, procedures, and documentation the National Council needs. Of course, the Adeptus will handle it all for you. That is what Demian promised you. But what about the Originium crystals on your body? I admire Pinus Sylvestris, but the problems you must overcome are not so well defined.
Good luck with getting Coutsit, Wilfried. Good luck. I love my Coutsit. I love my monster. My favorite energy drink.
In time, Demian will reach out to you. He may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but trust him. He has his ways.
Who's Demian? Did I even meet him? Alright.
Good. My nightclub will be here shortly, so hurry and find your companions. Also, tell Viviana to come and have a meal with me when she's not busy.
Ma'am, what does it mean to be a knight?
The answer to the question is different for everyone, child. You wouldn't be interested in mine anyway. Us old folks, we've seen too much. Go, little squirrel, go. See if the sunrise in Kashmirish still blazes ever bright. I lost her! Would it have been more efficient to post a surround and suppress mission later? I'm here. What's the matter? What? How many? Exceptional swordsmanship. I prefer not to waste any more time here with you, old friend. Goddamned maniac.
I'd best get out of here after I kill Toland. I'm in a game of hide and seek with the Guildmaster and Knights Mora. Not the best time to chat. No, I'll head over there now. Let's wrap up our little game, Toland.
You're running?
No. Same goes for you, Knights Mora.
What? You're Knights Mora?
Let's call it here for now. You came to Cavalryalki to find your people and a good fight, right?
Don't speak so lightly of our tradition and glory, Kashimirishen. You don't have that right.
No, I'm just offering you a warning, Knights Mora. Out of the kindness of my heart. Don't waste your energy on us.
I can agree with that. Boastful nonsense.
Humph. See you never, dumbass. The Nightmare Knight. He just wants to do his thing. I'm like, my boy. You edgy protagonist. Like, Chunibyo dude. And oh, I feel bad for the corporate employee again.
Is the traffic still stuck? I heard the power supplies already come back in some places. Shouldn't the Knights Association compensate us for our terrible losses? Yeah, the government should pay us back our travel expenses. I hope the meat in the fridge didn't go bad.
I feel for you, Mr. Corporate Employee. I hate when the meat goes bad. It makes me so sad when food rots. I hate it. I hate it. When the power goes out, food rots so quickly here. The power went out for over a day here once, and the meat in the freezer expired. I didn't expect the freezer meat to expire only after a day when I didn't even open the freezer. Kept it closed to hope for the best, but no, even then it still rotted. And I could tell it rotted because the next day or so I tried the food and it tasted bad. It tasted off.
Are you sure? You know, we can take out any single one of their people alone. 2 of them. We'll need to bring help. 3 of them. And it's going to be one hell of a rough battle. If there's 3 or more of them, that could take a full tactical squad. And the Armorless Union can't afford these losses.
Ooh, Mostima's module is super good then? Oh, that's good to know. I can't wait for my Mostima to get to that level. Hehehe.
If there's more of them than you can count on your fingers, calling the entire Armorless Union might not even be enough to put them down.
I know, I've seen it before. Your concern is better placed elsewhere. So how many did the scouts see?
Roughly 40.
Well, shit. Right at this juncture?
Yes, have already notified the board of directors. Do they intend to capture the Cavalryelki Alliance? Impossible! No, this can't be. Where are the military consultants? Where are the people monitoring the Knights? Those campaign Knights dispatched by the Adeptus Spravedlivi. Where were they in the last report? 573 kilometers. There's no way a normal squad of campaign Knights would be able to march that fast. It's impossible. Did the Adeptus mobilize another branch behind the General Chamber's back? No, this can't be. Wait. The Silverlands Fast Response Squad. What's their fastest record? Could they have disguised their military identification code? And even their armor and lances?
How do you disguise a lance? Like, oh, this is not a lance. This is just a very, very, suspicious looking umbrella. Oh, this is not a lance. This is just, a fishing pole. Yeah. This is not a lance. This is, a baseball bat. It looks very, very awkward.
It's a little bright now, isn't it? Look over there. That little halo of light on the other side of the road. The power must have come back over there. But the lights don't turn on.
That looks a lot more like moonlight. Moonlight. The prosperity afforded by the advent of the energized glass tubes gradually led to modern man, forgetting the appearance of the primordial moonlight. This city, engulfed in a brief moment of darkness, is illuminated by a silver glow.
Moonlight? What's moonlight? I've never seen moonlight before. Are those knights over there? The campaign knights here?
The knights pass through the crowd. Through the city known as the City of Knights. And wow, your saving skills are impressive! 600 pools, yo, that is amazing! The city known as the City of Knights, though, the city that does not recognize them. Through the city that they do not recognize, they come from a faraway fortress close to the border. Their bodies are stained with the clear and tangible scent of the soil. A scent mixed with flesh, blood, bones, and the lives of countless heroes buried on the battlefield's past.
Inform all members of the Armorless Union to stop whatever they're doing in this instant, no matter what it is. Do not make any moves unless you want trouble. Do not act rashly. Monique? That one. Over there. Nostalgic? No. I certainly am. I miss that time when I stupidly thought this place wasn't so bad. Those were good times, exciting times. If you had really given up, then you wouldn't still be here, would you? Wienar, take a good look all around you. The city sleeps. And nobody has ever even woken up. What about you? Reporting. A portion of the communications lines are back. Connect me to the Associate Justice of the National Council. Yes, sir. Your Honor. You already know what I'm about to say. This band of campaign knights trespassed into the Grand Knight territory without authorization, violating the Second Act. Former Associate Justice Duke of the National Council has been detained on suspicion of bribery, smuggling, murder, and dereliction of duty. I would advise you choose your words calmly and carefully, spokesman. The Grand Knight territory is in a state of emergency due to the blackout, and the Adeptus Bobby Levy has the authority to send troops into the city during a state of emergency. Do you have any further questions? None. I apologize for the intrusion, sir. Mr. McKee. Yes? Communications are more or less restored, Mr. McKee. Look how busy they are over there. What do you think a phone is?
What do I think a phone is? A phone is a thing that I use to order food and play games on. Yep.
Huh? Obviously a communication tool. No. The phone is a spindle and plow of modern society. The pathway that weaves the fabric of life as we currently know it.
Is that what a phone is like to you, Mr. Malkovich? We see phones as entirely different things.
It is a symbol of greatness, Mr. McKee.
Mr. McKee's words fail him. Suddenly he senses an aura of sorts from Malkovich. Over the last few months, a business venture failed spectacularly, amounting to nothing. Those who have been whipped almost naturally gave off a certain kind of aura. He has seen this kind of aura in many people before. Most of them were chewed up and mangled by the changing times or by the competition. As for the few who survived, nearly all of them turned out the same. What kind of aura do you feel, my boy? It's too early. I can do at least one more. Probably can't do all of them. I'm just gonna stop it after 7. Because I feel like it takes like around an hour to do each thingy. So then it'd be 10 something, and then I can eat food properly and finish my essay. Haha. So 3 entrances, 2 exits. Oh man, that one exit at the top. I'm gonna put mud rock there. I got this. Thorn, save me! Thorn, save me! This world is the very last enemy that the knights shall face. The city should have stood still above the earth. Instead, they fed on their citizens' sweat and toil, and even began to creep their way forward. The cities are living monsters. Now, gather everyone to rise up against these fortresses. Let us return to them the purest glory there is. Let grassland be grassland again. Let sky be sky. Let the people be resolute once more. Let our glory last forever. I shall be the last knight.
What's happening? Where are the campaign knights headed? The Adeptus? No. They went to the Wall of Champions exhibition hall, where the champions of years past are granted their awards and have their portraits displayed. Why? Shouldn't they be going after the government? The board of directors is discussing that right now. The way I see it, the Adeptus Bravi Levy's trying to save face, and this is their first step. As for their next step, well, they might try to impose martial law with the garrison. But in this day and age, things aren't going to be as simple as holding a knife to somebody's neck. The foolish knights haven't realized that. The era of violence is long behind us. Sorry, but you'll have to pay Area Zero another visit. The blackout will take a toll on the infected shelter and treatment center.
Oh yeah, speaking of the Chen event, that one Dosali summer event, when are we gonna get her friend? I wanna get the Rat King's daughter. She cute. I want her on my side.
Let's see if we run into any problems. Okay. Report. Mr. Spokesman, the power grid is starting to recover. We're working to restart it now.
And yes, Lin Yuxia, I liked her. The Rat King's daughter, she was cute. A silver ray of light makes its way through the darkness. The extravagant appearance is surrounded by a boisterous audience. The streetlights flicker before the colorful neon lights start to rouse the city from its brief slumber. The Silverlands Pegasus seems out of place against the backdrop of the neon billboards. However, all those who are present, tumultuous passerby, the panicking knights, and the excited tourists, all of them have the same misconception. They think the Pegasus is the source of the light, and the city is slowly coming back to life behind them.
Grandmaster Ioletta.
It's been a while, Liam. You ventured far. Alas, it doesn't seem we have much time for rest.
We don't rest. There is nothing more urgent than cleaning up the filth for Kashimir's sake.
Hello? Heh, look at you. Impatient as always. Would you like to see tonight's main course?
Margaret Nurl. She should not have refused your invitation. She could have been the finest among our ranks and avoided her fate. Yet, she's back in Kashmirish now, even stepping into that false arena. Did exile really change Margaret Nurl?
You fought her before. Do you think that's the kind of person she is?
Time can change everything. It might have changed her too.
Look at the wall behind you, Liam. Look at the champions of Majors past. Why do you think these knights
of this slowly collapsing era shines so brilliantly, even now. An exceptional night or two means nothing, Grandmaster. The night's competitions are still blasphemous and the root cause of Kashimirish's downfall. Each of my journeys back to the Grand Knight territory fill me with sorrow. Our people are losing respect, and our noble ideals have become a tired joke. Perhaps. But that has always been the case since the campaign knights left the Grand Knight territory. Alas, the time belongs to the young ones. Our conclusions no longer matter. So you two have realized as much, Doctor. I should have expected no less. We can't go too overboard right now in the middle of Kashimirish. My first priority is the safety of Amiya and all of our operators. None of you would want us to act rashly.
Middle one. My priority is the safety of Amiya and everyone else. But mainly Amiya because she's my bestie.
I understand. Neural didn't want us to return to your side during the Major to begin with. But I couldn't ignore the information I got from the local infected. It was getting more and more dire by the minute. I thought I had to let you and Amiya know.
No, you made the right decision, Shining. If the infected are really facing inhumane treatment in Area Zero, then we can't stand idly by for the sake of our own safety. Still, the doctor's concerns are reasonable too. Kashimirish, Ursus, and Lungmen are all different. Imagine. We could bomb the facility now, rescue all the infected, and skip town. We could talk to the General Chamber and bury out all the remaining infected. And buy out. Not bury. We could report this to the National Council and let the Adeptus handle things. I kinda wanna, rescue them and skip town, but nah. Or, yeah, I'm gonna snuggle for the third one. I gotta be somewhat civil. Third one. The Adeptus Spravedlivy. We still don't know the whole truth of Area Zero. The Adeptus Spravedlivy and the KGCC are not on the best of terms, and the Adeptus' attitude towards the infected is ambiguous at best. It's possible they've been tolerating them from the start. Tolerating them right from the start. If that really is the case, what could Rhodes Island do? Doctor, what will you do? We'll solve the problems their way.
Over there. After her.
Gah.
The power's back already. Knowing Sona, she'll find a way to rendezvous. Call for backup right now. Turn the corner here.
Uh-oh. No, not Platinum. Go, Platinum. Go back to my base. Go on vacation there. Just go relax. Just as I'm enjoying my time lounging around Area Zero, the lights go off on me. I almost got the impression the Armorless Union was finally so stingy they stopped paying their checkpoints' power bills. Up until I got the backup request, that is.
Platinum.
You again? This really makes me wish you and Flametail Knight got a harder beating last time.
Too bad. Harder I'm beat, the harder I fight back. Now out of the way.
Did I win? Gotcha yet? No. Soon enough. I just gotta... Wait, eventually it'll happen. Just gotta keep on trying until I succeed. You never learn, do you? Guess I'll have to teach you another lesson.
She's keeping her distance. As long as I block her shot, I'll have a chance to return her attack. She's here. Help Platinum! Crap, behind me? Erg.
What?
And did she shelter? Did she shatter the streetlight? What if the shards cut my face? Sheesh.
I like Platinum's priority. My face. My beautiful face. They can't harm my face.
Justina. Ashlock, get out of there. We'll hold her back somehow. Alright. Don't even think about it.
Well, good morning to you.
Grr, what a pain. Let me take cover first. I'll find you. A standard issue light crossbow doesn't have that range. No. Are there two of them?
Chevchik, redeem yourself.
Fartooth, looks like she's onto me. Time to move then. Never get into a sniper war with the Armorless. Then again, it's 2-on-1 right now. They stopped. Did they change positions? Smart. If I'd known this would be such a pain, I would have ignored the call for backup. Still. Platinum closes her eyes. She thinks back to something her parents told her long ago. They told her that her sharp eyes would bring honor and glory to the family. Has she found glory yet? I got you now, Shevchik. Erg. An arrow brushes past Shevchik's face, fierce as a windstorm. A few centimeters difference, and his brain would be torn to pieces. She's fighting from such a distance? Talk to me, Shevchik. Damn it, don't stop. Keep moving. This arrow's a present for you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Special arrowheads, and they go hard. She can pin down her positions even in complex urban terrain like this. They're gone. Did they get away? I'm not one to run like that, Platinum.
And man, when it comes to Fate, the only one that I look at is Fate Grand Order. I did watch Fate Zero, but then my favorite character died and I got pissed off. I'm like, you were my favorite. You're my favorite. I don't like this anymore. I don't like it when my favorites go poof. That's another reason why I gave up on Vinland Saga. My favorite. When my fave goes poof, it makes me too sad. Depending on the series. Like, if I truly love my favorite the most compared to everyone else and I don't like anyone else, I'm just like, you know what? When my favorite dies, so does, like, my interest in the series. Cries. You. What did you do to my family? Who's my favorite character in Fate? Clearly myself, my main character, Gurako. Guruko's the greatest. I like her in the reading with, like, the learning it with manga. She's the best. Gurako and her harem.
What did you do to them? You realize you can't fight me at range, so you're making this a melee? Good thinking.
And nah. If Sona dies, would I quit Arknights? No, my bestie is Amiya. I have multiple besties though in here, so it's all good actually. My bestie Amiya, my other frenemy, you know, Calcit, my other frenemy, Chen, all the frenemies. And yes, gacha addicting chaotic evil Gurako's the best. Pathetic. A father ending up like this because he crossed the Armorless Union. You little. Nah, I know about ReZero. I haven't actually like watched it, but I know what happens like in the visual in the light novel. So it ain't that sad. In my eyes, it ain't that sad. I didn't kill your wife and child. Where are you hiding them? If you just did what the Armorless Union wanted, I could get you on the phone with them. You want me to betray Highness Sylvestris? Are you a father? Or are you a knight? I already know what happens in the light novel though, so I don't really feel the need to watch it. I mean, depends actually. I gotta think about it, because there are series that I love the manga that I'm excited for the anime. Like that other one that's coming out this year, whose name I can never remember. Hell's Paradise, yes. I love the manga. I read it all. I finished it already, and I'm excited to see that animated. I also want to see more of Dorohedoro, because I love that manga too. Do you have to go so far for the infected, Shevchek? Don't move. That's as far as you go, Platinum. At this range, your reflexes are no match for my bolts. Make your choice. Grr. None of you give a damn about us knights. Anyone can become a knight by joining the competitions. It's easier if you're born into knight nobility, though. Yeah. The knighthood is kind of just a disappointing dream. Shh. And yes, Jigoku Raku, I love that. I hope that when it's animated fully, it does not disappoint, because I want to see how much they would censor from the manga, if you know what I mean. Is pride more important than your family? I was never going to trust you anyway, you dirty assassin. Do it, Fartooth. Looks like the Order has returned to the streets. It looks like Order has returned to the streets. That was a huge ruckus. Did Sona and her friends do all that? Perhaps. There are others fanning the flames. Their hearts are filled with anger. They want to rise up against their unfair treatment, and the infected's fight will end up exploited by another party for another purpose. I've seen tragedies like this time and time again. Are you thinking of helping them? Your choice is between fighting for the infected and fighting as a knight. Those choices couldn't be more mutually exclusive these days. The injustice that the infected face is just the tip of the iceberg. Suffering takes more forms than our eyes can see. I believe there will be those who will uphold justice for the infected, and I trust that they will achieve just that. Margaret. And ooh, Leviathan lives. Since you know the series, I'm curious, who's your favorite? Without saying too much, I'm gonna say my favorite character is the ultimate brocon. I'm gonna say that. Just that much. That's like the biggest hint, without giving away who I like the most in there. Hell's Paradise. Yay. New player old? Not super old. Not super old. Like, chapter 7-ish kind of deal, I think, ish. But it's not up to us to rescue them. It'll all be meaningless if they find themselves rescued by those who already have a firm conviction. A rare visitor. It has been some time, Sir Muinar. Don't sir me. You're the only knight here. If you're here for Margaret, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. It has been years since I came back to the Grand Knight territory. I am shocked to find our hero's estate in this shape. Ooh, thank you.
Have the sisters moved out? My apologies. That is your family issue. Was there something else? Sir Muinar, stop calling me that. Others may look down on you, but we will not. Even if Margaret straight onto the wrong path, and your younger sister is still young, the Neuro family didn't earn our respect, riding on a legacy of fame. The boastful merchants have not realized this fundamental idea, and that is why they do not understand the actions that the knights take. And truly, just seeing you in good health eases my mind. You mean my appearance? Spare me the pleasantries, sir. If you truly have any respect for me, please leave. Sir Muinar, we have the utmost respect for you. No, for the Neuro family. The age of heroes is long behind us. Does a mere citizen of Kashimirish like me really deserve such respect from a Silverlance Pegasus? What a bizarre evening, Doctor. It'll be daybreak soon. I'm sorry I couldn't come sooner. The KGCC has a lot on its hands after all.
Tell me your thoughts on Area Zero.
I like to think there's no hidden meaning in that question. You are a clever one.
Regrettably.
Right. Do you think that the way the Grand Knight territory treats its infected is a reasonable measure? You don't need to answer me. Both you and I know the answer. It's only a compromise. We could neither make the perfect, humane solution, nor bring ourselves to go with the bloody, primitive answer. And this is the result.
That's unreasonable, Mr. Malkovich.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but our society today is built on top of all kinds of unreasonable things. You might want to poke through our history books a little. You might not know this, but after the nation of Pegasi was overthrown in the upheaval wrought by the Knights Mora, and this country of knights came to be, it was the retainers who actually banded together first. The retainers toiled away for the knights' profits and tended their lands. Then they came together and chased the tyrannical knights off the stage. And now, the KGCC controls both a hitman agency and the competition knights, and those who are being controlled will always try to rise up and break free of tyranny. History repeats itself, Doctor. The spokesman before me had some dirty dealings too. He paid the price for them, and now it's my turn to step into his position, pressing forward no matter how hard the job. Does all this fit your concept of morality? Is it reasonable? I don't know how you've come to know this, but you've no doubt already noticed. The way the General Chamber has decided to deal with those who get injured in the arena. Those whose neuropathy has progressed beyond control is to put them out of their misery. Is it unreasonable? Of course. I want to tell them no myself. But do we have to keep treating those Aripathy patients when this disease is incurable? Each day that Aripathy remains incurable is yet another day where the coexistence is out of reach. What you're talking about is murder. Everyone who found it unreasonable has been eliminated, creating this thoroughly reasonable history. Fortunately, I've accepted this truth. You understand me, don't you? You're trying to take on Kashimirish, and I suggest you stop. We may have other options, and if you can think of anything, I'll be more than willing to help. But not right now. The prime suspect in last night's blackout is none other than the infected knights. Let's suppose the blackout caused a traffic accident, or an elderly person who relies on a ventilator stopped breathing because of it. Will we have to turn a blind eye to tragedies like these in the name of helping the infected? Allowing the infected to participate in the competitions in large numbers has been a source of stress to everyone. And this stress comes not from some organization or people out there. It comes from society itself, Doctor. But the infected are dying as we speak, and we are doing nothing about it. You're right, we may have other options. ...
It's like, yeah, we do have other options, but do I want to take them? Not necessarily.
True. If you have an idea, I'm sure you'll get it done. But please remember what I just said. Don't treat this whole affair like you're helping the elderly cross the street. The contradictions that persist in Area Zero are complicated.
Doctor? Someone's here to see you.
I'll get out of your way.
Ooh, you gotta leave in 2 hours for work. Good luck with work.
And don't get the wrong idea. If possible, I would like to be on your side. That said, it's difficult to find the one best answer out of the unreasonable things we can do nothing about. You're right. The Blackout, the Radiant Knight, and the Blood Knight. It all fueled the infected knight's will to resist. Before everything gets out of hand, I hope both of you and I can keep casualties to a minimum.
Ooh, thank you.
Goodness pays off, or so it's often said. But I'm afraid this no longer holds true in our society, unless, that is, you reach out and grab hold of the payoff yourself.
Ooh, hello. What am I fighting now? Am I fighting my inner demons? Oh no, it's Sleepy Boys. Not the Sleepy Boys. I'll make it faster. Darn Sleepy Boys. I'll put something there later. I'm just gonna put her here because she's cute. Yeah! Thorns, my boy! Oi! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I'll put her here for now. Ew, bring out a healer, please. Healer good, healer to live. Oh man, oops. Healer to live. I needed that to live, but no. Life had other plans. But nah, I got this. This should be fine. I'ma believe. I'ma believe. I'll make her go out. I'll put her here. I like how that one dude just letting Ash just hit him. As one does. I kinda wanna bring out more people, but this point, I feel like they're gonna go poof. Excuse me, sir, can you just not do that? Like, bro, you didn't have to do that. Why you gotta hurt me like that, bro? Okay, there, should be fine. Oh, poor Mudrock. I mean, Mudrock can take this. She's a champion. She's the greatest. Oh, this is so much pain. I'm so sorry, Murdo. You're my sacrifice right now. Okay, there's just one more dude. At this point, it's fine. It was okay. It's all G. I just had to just keep on throwing people out and let Thorns do the work. And Hoshiguma is great. She lived. Ashley! Sona, thank goodness you're okay. You fooled Roy, huh? What a performance. How did you pull it off? I just imagined how it'd feel if I actually lost you. Whoa, a method actor! Where are the others? Ivona's hurt. Bad, but she'll live. Ivona. Dejected clicking noises. She's the one who fought most like a warrior. She stood firm to the very end. Justina and Plastic's gone to deal with Platinum. We have to hurry and help them. No need. She's gone. We aren't so rusty that the two of us can't take her on. She's not that strong. Where's Justina? Oi, where's Justina? Today's matches must continue as normal. Is that understood? We've made sure the major competition venues are fully operational. Is this the same corporate employee that was... Yeah, is this the same corporate employee that was stuck yesterday being like, where's the taxis? Man, I don't get paid enough for this. I just want to go home. Good. Keep the spectators calm. Tonight's match must go off without a hitch. Remember, it's not just the audience. After all that ruckus, the directors will be paying keen attention to this event. If we perform well, we'll all get hefty bonuses. If not... Understood. And I appreciate your efforts, Mob. Don't mention it. I'm honored to commentate tonight. I suppose it goes without saying, but pretend as though nothing had happened last night. Of the 4 events tonight, the match between the Radiant Knight and Nightmare Knight would undoubtedly be the hottest one. However, after the infected instigated an incident of such scale, the board of directors isn't very keen on letting the Radiant Knight continue her streak. So, they want the judges to disqualify her? We'll make a decision as the competition evolves, but you must convey to the audience how reasonable it is once the judges make the call. Ooh, you got the Radiant Knight. Congratulations! As for the Blood Knight, we've already set someone to work this out with the Crimson Chalice nightclub. We should come to a decision on the matter soon. As for the matter in hand, the Radiant Knight and the Nightmare Knight, they're just 2 maniacs. Understood. I'll head off and prepare for the match. And man, when it comes to stage difficulties, the ones that always hurt me are the final stages in these maps. And also the main story stages hurt. They do hurt physically and mentally.
What's the matter? You look pale. Darksteel disappeared after the blackout. All three of them. This is still confidential, but several of the KGCC executives were assassinated during the blackout. Things are hectic at the crime scene. All evidence points to the infected, but I don't think it was them. The infected aren't that good. As we speak, something terrifying is slowly unfolding. You mean? Yes. The Armorless Union has betrayed us. Batbear, do you always have so much free time on your hands? Look who's talking. Aren't you a tilted major knight? You have no training grounds. You don't have so much time. Wait. You don't have so much as a home. Do you seriously wander the streets of the Grand Knight territory, day in and day out? When a hunter loses his way in the forest, he will naturally provide for himself and build himself a wooden shed.
Bro, this ain't no forest. What do you mean you're gonna build yourself a wooden shed? What are you doing, Nightmare Knight?
You are standing in one of the greatest cities in the world right now.
I try the X stages, but then they hurt me. I can't get through all of them. Like, for the past few events that had the extra stages, I couldn't get past like 3 or 4. I couldn't even get halfway. It was painful.
The unusual roar stuns the old knight.
Everyone in their vicinity are staring at them as though they are wild beasts of the forest.
The city is a symbol of weakness. Right after the civilization conquered barbarism, they built their tall towers here. In these towers, humanity is no longer necessary. What are you even on about? Kavalryelki has warriors worthy of fighting. Here, they have warriors worthy of my trust. Yet, they are all resisting the city. The obedient are frail, the rebellious are eternal. This is a symbol of civilization's corruption, Knight. We must return to those times of blood and glory.
Nightmare Knight, you're so edgy. You're so edgy.
Son, you're living in the past. I live in glory. That era is not yet behind us, and I hope to experience it tonight.
I wonder what the Nightmare Knight looks like. They say he's young. I'm just gonna imagine, like, when he takes off the helmet, he'll have like a baby face. Literally, a baby's face.
Well, I've got no more to say to you then. Margaret will win. She has the scent of a hero. I only hope her talents have not been eroded by the hustle and bustle of this era. Welcome to the Kashmir's Major, and welcome to tonight's Kashmir's Major. As the events continue, we're getting bigger and bigger audiences joining us here in the arena. I'm honored to announce today that the cumulative spectator count and the total prize pool have once again pushed to the highest numbers in the history of the Major. There's no doubt Kashmirish has a bright future indeed.
Can't I go to the arena to watch the match? Margaret should have gotten some tickets, no? Silly girl. Do you want to be attacked by the Armorless again? We're openly standing up against the Armorless Union. Do you know what that means? We have to keep a low profile. If we're going to fight them, we might not even be able to stay in the Grand Knight territory. Honestly, I really have no idea how things turned out this way.
If this isn't Charney's lackey, huh? Hello, Sir Titus. You can sit. Becoming a spokesman has really lifted your spirits, hasn't it? Not at all. You were giving those orders in such a perilous situation. Did you not find it all strange under those circumstances? Mr. Charney left in such a hurry. There were a lot of things I never had the chance to ask him. Do you want to ask him? I'm somewhat well connected with the KGCC. If it pleases you, I can help you find out where Charney was exiled. Don't get the wrong idea. Losing to the Radiant Knight again proved to me that I'm not the Titus Topola who defeated 7 knights with one hand anymore.
And now this is the last event part I'm gonna do, because I do have to eat dinner and finish my essay that's due tomorrow. Ha! I did not finish it yet. I'm horrible. It's due tomorrow and I still gotta work on it. But that's the best though, because that means it's fresh in my mind when I work on my assignments. Heh heh heh. Heh heh heh. Sobs. Plus I have a stream at 4 a.m. I gotta hustle.
Before I retire, I have to curry favor with you, spokesman. What's that look for? To tell the truth, I never expected this from a man of your caliber. You're the core of the Blade Helm nightclub, once a top 4 hopeful, and a candidate for the title of Grand Knight. I never imagined you to entertain the idea of retirement yourself.
07 is basically a little saluting thingy. The O is a head, and the 7 is the arm saluting. Yeah, due tomorrow, and due tomorrow, both. Both, because it's 10:18 p.m. right now. I want to eat, and yeah, I want to eat food, and I'm gonna take my time eating, aka stuffing my face very, very slowly, and then starting to work on the essay, and then finishing it by tomorrow. Because I don't think I'm gonna finish it within like an hour. Assuming I finish eating by 11. Haha.
Let's see. You are so prideful in the arenas. I thought you would. It's not easy to be a competition knight, Malkovich. Outside the arena, we're no different than you. And we need an exit strategy. I'm plenty satisfied to just to be able to fight this far with all of my 4 limbs intact. The time for ideals are over, Malkovich. In tonight's match, not only will we get to see 2 of the biggest names in the tournament duking it off, but we have 2 independent knights facing off. We haven't seen this spectacle like this in years. No corporate sponsorship, no nightclub training or support. If they need their helmets polished and their weapons sharpened, they have no one to rely on but themselves. Yet they both stand here today in the arena, and one of them is a former champion. All eyes are on a champ, eager for a return. Please welcome the youngest legend, the champion from the Neural family, the Radiant Knight, Margaret Neural. And on this side, the descendant of a race left in the pages of the history books, a rare Kuranta, war god scions who flay the years past. We could go through the entire history of the night sports and find no one with purer blood, purer horror, or purer might than him. Now here comes a lone wanderer from the grasslands, the last Keshig Nightmare Knight, Tola. ... What's this? The Knight's Moor's horn. The match is off to a fiery start. Will the champion fall to the ancient race? Will this new conquest be cut short by the Radiant Knight? Let us... Radiant Knight. Oh? Nightmare suddenly slammed his spear into the ground. What is he doing? Is he saluting his opponent? I've been waiting for this moment. for far too long. Kashimir's knights have been a disappointment. I've heard of you from Master Vogelweed, Nightmare. What are you seeking? I am seeking my fate, Pegasus. All who belong to my ancient race must set off on a conquest when they come of age.
What is considered coming of age? Because I hear coming of age thingies starting at like the age of like 14 and stuff. So like, is he just like a super duper buff middle schooler, high schooler?
None of us know what awaits us during our conquest, but it is only when our journey is at an end that our lives have truly begun. Whether we fight fierce beasts or visit foreign lands, a knight's more who finishes his conquest will know its meaning by the journey's end. Then we become plumels of terror itself, spreading fear as we make our way across the lands.
It's different for them, so he literally could be a bebe then. They said he sounds young, so I'm just imagining a super duper buff, like bebe.
Only by knowing the world will we know our destiny. Have you found your conquest meaning yet? Not yet, Pegasus. The road ahead is like a forest shrouded in fog. I truly hope that you will be my meaning.
Dang, boy, that's kind of smooth too for flirting. Yo, like after all these years, like I haven't been able to find myself, but you might have found me, basically. Bro. And man, Margaret, you're so popular.
Come.
Are you Plastic's Shevchik's family? Who are you? I'm a knight. A friend of his who's a knight. Have you been mistreated in any way at all? Mistreated? I'm not sure I follow. That day, a knight in white told me that Shevchik was killed by an enemy he made in the arena. After that, she brought us here, and we've been hiding ever since. I got this from Shevchik. Oh, this is the wood carving I gave him. Where is he? Is he doing okay? I'll take you to him. Is it safe to travel with his family? Let's make a deal. As long as you can promise me that you will never again make an enemy of the Armorless Union, I can tell you where your wife is.
What?
And you, Fartooth, convey this to everyone in Pinus Sylvestris. There's been some issues within the Armorless Union. Even I noticed. No one wants to be used for no good reason. That obviously sucks. Unbelievable. Can you alone represent the will of the entire Armorless Union? I mean, you may be Platinum. But I'm still only middle management, huh? Yeah, that's the deal. Most of the Armorless were hired by the KGCC. I'm only here to manage things for them, and no one can stop the board of directors' plans. Still though, wouldn't things be a lot easier for you if us middle managers stopped doing anything? After all, the board has been pretty angsty lately, and our new recruits kinda subpar.
What's that? It was the Armorless who took out the power?
Roy even wrecked the server room and laid the blame on us. Is the Armorless Union trying to shake off the board's control? Grr. So we've been used right from the start? Our fight, our sacrifice, all of it. Dejected clicking noises. Sorry. No. After the Canaanite rescued me, I ran into Ioletta.
The Grand Knight? You met the Grand Knight?
Haha, she's a little younger and kinder than she seems in the papers and TV news. She agreed to give us all the legal status we wanted. Our deal still stands. Ashley, do you have the chip?
Of course. But as things stand right now, the public thinks the infected are to blame for everything that happened. Sona, does this legal status actually mean anything anymore?
Asking the real questions here, Ashley.
Words can't describe how I feel right now. No doubt all of you are already familiar. No doubt all of you are already familiar with the Radiant Knight's strength. But look at the Nightmare Knight. See the stunning techniques this warrior of yore has in store for us. This is just unbelievable. Neither of them are using any serious arts. This is a contest of pure combat and weapon prowess. This is more over the top than any action blockbuster I've ever seen. Look at their lightning quick moves, their powerful slashes. It's only been 10 minutes, but the whole arena's already absolutely stunned.
Seriously though, why does the excited spectator have to look so deadpan? Look at him. Because of his face, I don't want to read it excited. It says he's excited, but his face is just like, look, check out the Nightmare Knight's moves. He's on the same level as the champions. Yay, woo. I knew he'd be worth keeping an eye on. I spent 400 on him. Imagine having 400 to just spend like that randomly.
What an extraordinary match. I've never seen anything like the way the Knight's Mora wields his weapon. It's like the campaign Knight's techniques, but also not quite the same.
And yes, he's excited on the inside.
What's the matter, left-hand knight, sir? Looks like we have an unexpected guest in the audience. The rumors from the other day are true then. What do you mean?
A ray of silver light stands solemnly in the corner of the audience at the very back. His presence may be matched by none, but even he is engulfed by the audience's cheers and screams.
It's my first time to watch the Major up close like this. It makes me want to vomit. And what's so revolting about this, Liam? I see. I know your answer now. In that case, from your point of view, what do you think of these two knights in the arena? The Knights Mora and the Pegasus. I have to admit, their techniques are beautiful. The Knights Mora may not be a battle-hardened veteran, but a certain obsession has driven him to become a true warrior. As for Margaret, what's wrong? I thought your eyes on this would be sharper than mine, Grandmaster. She's far too different from what she used to be. Ha. Huff. The exhilarating exchange of blows has ground to a halt. This is the first time the storm of the battle has paused. Don't these two need to breathe? Are these moves even possible for mere mortals? Beautiful swordsmanship, Pegasus. Likewise. You excite me.
My boy, I like this.
Did you know, according to legend, the Kaghan once lost to a Pegasus with golden blood in his younger years? I'm curious, is there really a Kuranta in this world with golden blood in their veins? Sorry to disappoint, but the blood on my face is red. Warm-up is over, Radiant Knight. You live up to your name, and so...
The air is starting to freeze. It isn't until the audience come back to their senses that they notice they forgot to breathe. Is it fear? Why are they afraid? The entire audience, including all the knights, feel a strange sense of repression.
Let reality give way to me.
What kind of epic power do you have, my boy? This is the first time Margaret has used her art subconsciously in the arena. The intense radiance is almost like that of the sun, lighting up the vast night sky. Despite the blinding light, the young knight's Mora stands unflinching as ever. Just as the name implies, a knight competition is nothing but a competition. However, in this instant, Margaret feels something. It's the same aura she has felt from her strongest enemies. Catastrophes, the walls of the infected, and their roars, the blood of the infected, and their last struggles on the brink of death. The young knight's Mora has never seen any mountains of corpses or seas of blood for himself. Yet his lineage taught him how to control fear the moment he was born. The moment he was born, it's like, yes, my child, you will learn how to control fear, as one does as a baby. His pure lineage. Ancient language. The young hunter sets out on his Kagan quest. From dreams he goes, towards the shores of gold. A halberd in hand, stained red with the blood of kin. A tragic yet heroic song, telling an ancient story. Ha! Ugh. What just happened? Some kind of arts? He used some arts, and everyone in the arena is feeling a sensation, I guess. But with a single step, Nightmare Knight roused out the blast wave that slammed right into the artificial boulders. What a fierce strike! The Radiant Knight has no chance to fall back. A strike that pushes back a champion. A strike that dispels her light. Even the most radiant of lights cannot stop the Knight's Mora's conquest. There's no applause. Everyone's immersed in these emotions. That strike. Did you notice something? Any other knight would be dead by now. He's doing this for real. He's the real deal. Just a lost child. They're calling him a child. See, he's young, he's a baby. He's just built different. Poor kid. What's going on? What? So sudden? You sure? Wait, what? This just in. The arts that Nightmare Knight just used has been deemed an adverse effect on our audience members and judges. This is a clear violation of Articles 3 and 7 of the Major's Rules. Competition knights may not harm or threaten the safety of the persons or property of the audience, and the competition knights may not in any way interfere with the judge's ability to make subjective rulings. Damn it. This is way too much of a stretch. Couldn't they have at least picked a better time? This match is now over, so... Come. Light. Gather round. Mob, you can't stop it. But what's going on? It's like the knights in here are ruling. The match is over. Separate immediately and wait for the judges. Ha. Ah, what beautiful sword's hand. In the blink of an eye, right before my blade could slice your skull, you countered my attack. You've witnessed death. You've witnessed cruelty. You tremble in the face of neither fear nor me. Huff. Strong opponents and insurmountable difficulties do not frighten me. On the contrary, the paralysis and degeneracy the city shows even right this moment are much more terrifying than you. Somebody stop these two! Pull them apart! Modern Kashmirish is indeed sickening. Come, let fear open the eyes of these spectators. Show them just what it is they are watching.
That's enough. What?
A figure reminiscent of blood fissures the earth. The ground between the two is cleaved apart by a giant axe appearing from thin air.
A new challenger approaches. I said, that's enough. The match is over. It's you, the Blood Knight. Who could have known? No one could possibly have anticipated that the one who would finally put a stop to this unstoppable battle would be Kashi Mirish's Crimson Goblet, the hero. Dikaiopolis. It's not an easy name to remember, but be sure not to take your eyes off this. That's the champion of the Kashi Mirish Major, undoubtedly the most popular of them all, the god of war from Minos, the Blood Knight. Man, thank goodness he showed up. Guess I put on a decent enough show today. Hey, one of you, go check on the spokesman and tell me how he's reacting. Dikaiopolis, a Minoan name, so he's the infected who took on the title 3 years ago.
Ooh, welcome home to you, Frey. Welcome home.
This is my first time seeing the Blood Knight fight in person too. What a potent aura. Humph. Whoa. The Blood Knight leaps into the arena, and he's walking toward our brawling contestants. It's been years since Kashi Mirish has seen something like this. 2 champions. We have 2 champions on the same stage. What a sight to behold. Of course. The man standing on the other side isn't exactly your average Joseph either. Just having demonstrated his immense strength. What's more, that's Kashi Mirish's last night's more we're talking about. This here, everyone, is $1 million marvel. Do not ever forget this moment. This one for the history books. You, another champion. Your next opponent is me, Knights Mora. And my next opponent is you. Ha. I sense you imply I will lose to you. Absolutely.
I like how the Knights Mora's reaction to that is ... He's like, this guy just challenged me. This dude is calling me out. He's calling me weak.
How will a phantom who lives in the past possibly defeat me? You infected. I look forward to the day I fight against you. Do you think you can just walk away? Knights Mora, you should understand that you can only instill fear in those who live in the present. He managed to deflect that strike from such an angle? We will meet on the field.
Margaret turns around to look at the axe-marked ground. The Blood Knight walks over to retrieve his weapon. It seems as though blood is spilling out from the lifeless fissure in the earth. That's what you call magma or lava? That's what the earth's blood is. Man, what an intense cliffhanger for the next part. Or the next time. Yo. But man, Knights Mora was just having so much fun. He was even flirting with Margaret Nero. He was just like, you, I like you. You strong. You're a strong lady. I do like you. Ma'am, I respect you. And then Mob had to ruin it, and then Knights Mora came in, and... Yep, a new challenger appears. The woohoo, I did it! Ooh, good night to you. Good night. Since I got through the 7th part, and since it's almost 11 p.m., I should eat food, right? Haha. And yeah, I do like the Knights Mora. He funny. He's funny, he's just a toony bill in my eyes. I just picture him as a buff bebe. Because they didn't specify his age. He could be a bebe, a really, really buff bebe going around. Until I see what he looks like, I'm gonna assume. That is my assumption. I can't wait to see how the next parts go. I wonder if I can finish it all in the next stream. I mean like the main story anyways, haha. Maybe. I shall see later. Though for now, I have to eat and then finish my essay, or at least... Yeah, I pretty much finished the essay, I'm not gonna even lie. I can't say, or I can just finish it later, but no, I should just do it now, because I do have a stream at 4 AM, so I pretty much should work on it before my brain goes poof. Yeah, I'll do that. I will be good. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and thank you for stopping by the stream. See you guys later. Bye-bye. I also hope you all have better gacha luck than me. Good luck getting the Radiant tonight, and Sona.